let's do the same typical thing. If this is someone's first episode joining, we'll do your name and then your character name and some brief description or whatever you want to do with your character. Starting with Homer. I don't know how you always end up on the top, but that's how it is, my guy.
I'm always on top. That's just a joke.
Yeah, there you go.
Playing Yogg, he looks like a halfling. He's a small, little, tiny guy. He's a little bit, proportions are slightly off, but he looks like your average halfling. He loves his giant Gandalf wizard hat that's way too big for him, and it comes, like, the top of it comes down, like, almost brushing the ground. He's a little spunky guy. He's a rogue. He's got, your classic checkered past for a rogue. He's a little bit conflicted about what his kind of role in the world is, kind of good versus evil. He likes to flank people and prank people in a good way.
That's awesome. Okay, perfect. Next, let's do Chris.
Yeah, so I am playing Draven Talus. He's a Terraborn orc, Spellblade, who came across his powers through an accident that happened when he was younger. Kind of granted through a deity through his ancestral line. And he, kind of went off to learn those powers and use them, and eventually went out on his way to kind of, figure out how can I help people? Because that's just like coming from the Terraborn underground world. It's not really so much about helping people. It's very to yourself and all that. But he just, something about him wants to help people. I came across Radiant Vanguard. They took him in, and he's been going on missions to help any way that he can, and he always puts his teammates and allies first, and will do anything to help out a friend.
Very good. Very good. All right. Let's go with Alex next.
Today I'm going to be playing Oban, the Builder. He doesn't necessarily have a last name. His tribe is completely gone, so he's kind of like the last survivor. He doesn't like giants, and you could probably guess because of it. For the most part, he's kind of like a straight man who doesn't really understand sarcasm sometimes. Or maybe if he does, he'll try to get a quick jab in. But other than that, he's just somebody who's a strong arm and can reach you from really far away.
Yeah, true. All right. And then Ben.
Yeah, so I got Phoenix. He's been on vacation for a little bit, finally getting back in on the action. Similar to Oban, he was part of a group, a tribe. They were all slaughtered. He doesn't know why. Bit of a backstory mystery there. He is a hunter with a lot of specialty in like fire-ish sort of powers, I guess is the theme with him. His last mission I think was the Goblin Parade, or the attack in the caravan. That's
oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's been a minute for him, but yeah, excited to bring him back out of the attic here.
Cool. Very exciting. I, of course, am Cody, the GM for this game, and I will be TPKing everyone. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, this might be the session. You never know. Okay. So let's get right into this thing. You guys, of course, working for the Radiant Vanguard. Oftentimes you take missions through direct contracts from the Vanguard. Other times, I mean, really, you can do your own thing. You could get contracts from outside the Vanguard, and, as long as they line up generally with the Vanguard standards, you basically work for the Vanguard. They basically sponsor you. That's kind of how it works. So this time around, a few scouts from the Vanguard itself discovered something very interesting and perturbing, and asked a group, I'll say specifically formed by Oban this time. Oban handpicked you all. And the reason why is because it is something they expect is related to the incident with the entity that calls itself, or has been called, the Reaper. So they wanted to keep it somewhat under wraps. They trusted Oban to build out a squad that he trusts to work with, due to his previous exposure and ability to, keep the rest of the events under wraps so far. So Oban formed you all together for this one. But basically, the scouts came back to the Vanguard reporting that they found a small village that called Greyfen, and it seems to be completely and entirely overrun with strange. At first, they just expected it was strange undead, but it seems that it's not your normal undead creatures, and they seem to line up more with the strange undead-like creatures that were in the vision that you guys encountered with Alice and all that earlier. So they're pretty much just like, we got to get someone to check this out before it gets out of hand, whether it's regular undead or not. Either way, we need someone there to basically cleanse the place, and that's going to be, pretty much what you have to work with. So pretty much leave it to you guys there. Say you're hanging out in the tavern together. Oban collects you all, briefs you, and we'll leave it up to you from there.
So thanks for coming around, everybody. I really need your skills for today's mission. So there's some freaky stuff going on, and you should all have your scrolls with the details. I think we need to get some holy water, and I'm willing to pay for pretty much everyone's supplies to get this mission underway. In holy water. I don't mean like 9 potions.
Did you say Rayfen was the name of the village?
Greyfen.
Grayfen?
Yep, like Gray Fen.
Well, hey there, Oban. You think I need to be like choose my bound damage as radiant for today?
I think it might help quite a bit. From what I can tell,
Okay.
it's an undead presence, but it didn't seem like the undead you're used to.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and take some time and take a little rest here and kind of bound myself to some radiant energy for today.
Excellent idea. We need all the anti-curse magic we can find.
And Oban, you said that you might have faced things like this before. Did holy water work in the past?
Well, we noticed that radiant damage did a little bit of extra damage when we went for it, but at the most part, we were running for our lives the first time we saw these. So it was a fight to the death, and if we didn't get lucky, I might not be standing here today.
How do these things hold up against fire?
I don't know. I'm not sure if I ever burnt one, but as far as I know, fire works on almost everything.
I tend to find the same things. All right.
If it's kosher, I think Yog is gonna think I've got a buddy who's got something that can help make things burn. Might be a good idea to borrow that off of him. That's allowed to grab an item from another character.
Yeah, that makes sense.
He's
You and
gonna
Arthur are actually
sneak away
close
really
buddies.
fast.
So, yeah,
They are. They're like best friends.
I'll allow that. It's fitting in the backstory and all that too. It just makes sense.
Hey Arth, can I borrow? I'll bring it back. I swear.
With
Especially if he
interest.
said
You
no.
never bring anything back.
You're like role play the 2 characters. You'll bring
All
it
right.
back. You'll just
Yog will be
sneak
back
it.
in just a couple minutes.
Yeah, he'll just sneak it back in his pocket when he doesn't know, and then he'll be like, "Ah, dang it."
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I mean, I think I'm gonna have what I need for supplies wise on me.
Okay.
Well, I don't know, Oban. You think that we're gonna need any more health potions? Because I mean, I got a couple tier 2s, gas ones on me, and a couple tier 1s.
I am also prepared with quite a few potions. I've got 5 gas potions and 2 level 1 potions. So for the most part, if you go down, I should be there after I'm done doing what I need to do, which is kill.
Oh, all right. And I still got these fancy green crystals that can do some resurrection, from what I'm told. If anybody
me-
goes down, I mean, you just might be a lich afterwards.
Aren't there
but
side
hey.
effects? Yeah.
Just looking at that green crystal, I'm gonna imagine that there's like a screaming face inside, or like there's glowing mist or something, just to make it even more ominous.
Right.
It's like,
Yeah.
"Hey, you can keep that.
Yeah.
You
But
guys
no,
have
I mean,
been.
I'm
Is
ready.
there-
There's no supplies I need.
Is there anyone
I
that
would
I
try
would
to
know that
pick
Yog
up-
would know of? Nope. I'll go second.
I
ahead,
just want to
Alex.
get holy water."
Okay.
Is there anyone in the Radiant Vanguard that would be able to like bless a weapon for an amount of time to do maybe like additional radiant damage or change the damage to radiant or something like that?
Oh, I gotcha. Yes, I will say that there are some mages here and there that might be able to pull that off for you. I will say that they're able to change your weapon damage in their blessing so that it's like literally changes its physical properties to be radiant, if that's what you're looking for. That way we don't really have to think too hard about damage changing and adding and prices and everything. That's for free. They can hook you up with that without an issue.
Oh, okay.
You were kind of thinking along
Well-
the same lines as what I was thinking too.
I was thinking either that or I was going to ask if there was a way to like put the holy water on my weapons or like put like get little beads of them where I could like burst them as I hit each time, kind of a thing.
Definitely.
So
I
if
was
I
gonna
can just do the
suggest
radiant
holy
damage,
oil.
yeah, and oil, yeah, exactly, yeah.
Interesting. Let's see here. Asking around. So you're kind of asking around the Vanguard about like what they could hook you up with, who's available to do that kind of thing. You do find someone that can do the thing where they can like transmute your very weapon into like a different damage property, like we said, but there are a few people you'll talk to in confidence, of course. Maybe Anya herself might mention something like they don't actually expect holy water to affect these creatures like it would standard undead, but you have found that radiant damage kind of does. So when you're poking around asking for, some buffs to possibly help you on this, they're kind of just like, unfortunately, I don't think that's going to help you, but radiant damage has in the past, at least.
Okay.
Hey, Oban, if I remember right, this entity you guys encountered, he had a lot of like telekinetic powers, didn't he? Was throwing, if I read the reports right.
It was really strange. He had a lot of telekinetic powers for sure, but I don't even think the man had a face. He was just this blackness staring back at you.
Oh, sounds kind of creepy, but I'm ready to take him on.
Indeed. Is
That's the
holy oil an option to coat your weapon to make it radiant?
I would say it's possible. Oh, to make it radiant?
To like
interesting.
coat it for like a poison instead?
I see what you're saying. I'm sure there's some sort of concoction out there that could make that happen. Yeah. I would say, I don't know, maybe if you were to stop by Herger's, he probably could whip up some sort of concoction that can add an amount, can add radiant damage to a weapon for like an hour or something before it like dries or dissipates kind of thing,
Okay.
something like that. For, I'd say he could whip up one of those for probably 200 gold.
Easy enough buy for Oban. I definitely want to pick one of those up before I go.
Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Sounds good. Okay. Yeah. So he'll make you a little concoction that basically he's just like, yeah, you just kind of like make sure you wipe your whole weapon in this and should last about an hour. And it'll add 1 radiant damage to all your attacks.
Sounds good to me. What do we call it?
Say again.
What should we call it? Like,
We'll call it Radiant Elixir.
Like it.
sounds good.
Do they make radiant elixir as a dip for arrows?
Oh yeah. Yep. It'd be the same gig. About 200 should
Same
do
gig.
it for you. Anoint
Same
your
price.
anoint your arrows or your bow string even or something crazy like that for an hour.
All right. I think that's worth it. Yeah, I'll drop 200 on that.
Sounds good. Okay.
Instead of getting a bonus, I can just change the damage type to radiant for free, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's what Yogg will do.
Okay. Sounds good. And we'll say that'll last throughout like the day for the most part.
Is radiant damage an elemental damage, or is it a different thing?
It is a mystical damage.
Okay, so definitely not elemental.
Right. Okay. Anything else anyone can think of?
Drag races, I guess. Sorry.
Wow, that was awesome.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Drag races, I guess. It's the only explanation.
It's like crazy carriage comes flying by on the road. How dare you?
Towed
Yeah.
by Ozzy the dragon.
Yeah. Yeah. Ozzy's chasing
Yeah.
Jasper on a
So-
wagon that he built like a jet engine on. Yeah, it's a mess.
I'm picturing the old Hobbit lady at the beginning of Lord of the Rings as Gandalf's going through, and she just like
Yes. Yep. All right. Anything else anyone wanted to pick up or prepare?
Should be
Set?
set.
All right.
Should be good.
Okay. Well, you've been told the way to Greyfen, and let's see, what information do you have? Some of the other specific reports were that there is a village. We'll say that the scouts did like a perimeter kind of thing. They didn't want to get involved or like too close because they're just scouts, They did a bit of a perimeter, and they say that it seems like there are a decent amount of these creatures just kind of like scattered throughout the village itself. And there's also a spot kind of outside of the village that seems to be their graveyard. And they noticed a decent populace of these creatures there as well. And there's one big building kind of in the village itself that looks like it's probably some sort of temple. And that's pretty much all they could see from the outside. They don't know a whole lot about the village otherwise. Real small, quaint village. So not a lot of contact. Anyway, so that's pretty much all you get for information before you check it out yourselves. Of course, on the way there is what just feels like a perpetual thick mist hanging out. You don't expect it's actually related to any like magics or anything, or like typical curses you might find from like necromancers that invade a village with undead or anything like that. It's just unfortunately fitting for your travels, but it does make visibility a bit poor. Atmosphere's pretty eerie. As you're approaching Grey Fen itself, it's like pretty quiet, and every now and then you'll hear a bird or like a squirrel that breaks a branch and then runs up a tree. But it's pretty quiet as you're approaching the village itself. But you're decent ways out to plan your approach, you know, if you have any specific plans or whatever. Otherwise, you can just walk right in. You know, you do it how you want to do. What are we thinking?
The hair on the back of my neck is standing a bit. This is starting to be a little bit more ominous as he looks into the fog and he says, "Get ready, everybody. We're almost there."
You see...
Oh, there's something I want to do.
Okay.
There's something I want to do. I got to look at how it works again. Essentially, Draven is going to where's it at? Yeah, so Draven is he's been ever since the last mission, he's been going around the Radiant Vanguard courtyard around town, practicing a new ability that he's kind of gained. And as he's kind of approaching the village, I'm gonna be looking for like maybe vines, plants, like nature type of stuff. And
Okay.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna talk to them, like, hey there, friends. Like, I'm gonna, like, I imagine that. Is there like any type of nature? I'm guessing in this area that's not like completely void of.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
yep. You'll find your typical... The vegetation's even normal in this area. Like, really nothing's out of place except for the annoying fog. You know what I mean? So, like, you've got trees, bushes, ferns, you know, whatever you want to find.
Yeah, and I'm just gonna start talking to them and be like, hey, I mean, I'm not quite sure if you guys understanding me right now because I'm still kind of new at this, being able to speak to plants and all. But is there anything maybe you can tell me about that you've seen kind of eerily going on over here, or that we need to watch out for as we come into this? And I'm just trying to see if I can maybe understand if they're kind of trying to warn me away from an area, because I know they can't speak to me,
Right.
but if I can understand if they're trying to tell me anything.
Okay, I get you. For a second in your mind, you hear almost like a melodic... I don't know. It's almost just like a song of sorts. Like, it's just like very calm and melodic and atmospheric sounding. And then you hear almost, you hear it in a language, but it's really like a thought almost. And it's more like just kind of like, it kind of just like expresses change. It's like things changed.
Okay. All right. I'm just going to try to look at him and talk to him and be like, is there anything immediately that's unsafe for us to go? Like, where's some safe areas around? Can you kind of point me in the safe direction right now, and see that maybe they can guide me along the right, maybe safe route to find someone that we can talk to?
Okay. I don't know if they'd really know what is safe for you or not safe, you know, but I would say maybe the only other thing you get from them is like...
Can I do an awareness check to see if I can... Can I do an awareness check to see if maybe if I can, like, tell from the way that they're swaying and folding and all that, like they're trying to guide me a certain way? Can I do like...
Yeah, go ahead and make an awareness check regardless, kind of taking in everything, including the conversation.
Oh, I'm still learning this power. It's an 8. Never mind.
Okay, 8. Okay. You know, I'll give you this. You can tell from the outside, you see the location that's likely the graveyard. And it's got some trees built up around it, but you can kind of see through the trees a little bit and tell it is just like a flat area. And you see what you think might be actually like a small mausoleum, or just like a fancy big gravestone memorial or something like that. So you can kind of tell, you're guessing that's going to be where the graveyard is. So you see that outside of the village. Otherwise, you see a way into the village and maybe like distant, vague figures walking in the fog itself without much definition. But the only other thought or feeling you're getting from the plants is like they're kind of sad. It seems like there's just like less, they say like less spirit, and they're just kind of sad.
Oh, well, hey there, friends. We're going to do what we can here to kind of get things back to a happy life for you. But hey, thanks for helping out. And I know I'm probably hard to understand and communicate with, but you did a good job. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to relay kind of the vibe I got to everyone, to be like, hey, so I don't know if like the mausoleum over there is going to be like maybe a safe area, because if you said the radiant energy is kind of damaging to them, maybe a place of holiness might they might avoid a little bit. That might be a safe haven. I don't know. I really couldn't tell from these plants. I'm still learning how to talk to them.
I want to just whisper to Oban and Phoenix and be like, guys, go easy on him. He lost his arm. He hasn't recovered. He can talk to plants.
It's a coping mechanism.
Just play along. Just play along.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Oh,
yeah.
Draven. Yes.
Good
yes.
Yeah. Draven's the crazy one right now. I love
Because
it.
based on what you posted, I think Yag would just think he's just like he's trying to cope with what's happened. Unless you've like proven it to him, he's not going to think you can actually do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see the bush moving and everything, and it's like, that's the wind. That's not him talking to it. No way.
But other than that, I mean, like, what do you guys want to do?
I think we should probably try to head into town, maybe get a good lay of the land if there's anyone to talk to at all. But if we have a sneakier individual, maybe they can see if there's maybe some undead presence that we don't want to have alerted to us. But I'm not necessarily sneaky.
I'm quite sneaky, I believe. I got a 7 bonus in my stealth, so I'd be willing to ahead of things here. So what was kind of the path that things were looking like again, like roads or buildings that can?
Yeah, so basically you can tell first off that the place is small. You can't see a lot of details, but you can tell that it's a very small village. There's like one main road and crossroads where there's like houses built around that. Most of like the couple of like shops that might exist or something like that, like a town square, is really just like a couple intersecting roads. So it's a really small village. You can see on the outside of the village, kind of on its own, is the graveyard area. And then there's like one building also a little bit on its own at the edge of town that looks a little more built up. That's probably the temple that was described as well.
Okay. What I could do is
They described the place as overrun, right?
Yes.
Our little thing was it was overrun.
Yeah, and to give you more details as you're kind of looking around, it is foggy, so you can't see as well as you'd like to approaching this place. You can't really look right in and be like, yeah, I see what's happening. But you are definitely seeing occasional figures through the fog to the point that while you're on the outside of the village, you can't really tell. But they did describe it as overrun.
What I could do is kind of enter not directly on the road, but maybe aside. I imagine the grass and stuff hasn't been well kept, so I can kind of move through that with the fog.
Absolutely.
Maintain a high degree of stealth. And if I need immediate dangerous assistance because I'm overrun, I can shoot a fire arrow into the air to get your attention that way. Otherwise, you guys can also just keep a distant lead behind me, however you want to do this.
So Draven, with his new bow that he got, he has telepathy. Telepathy. Can't say the word. So I do have telepathy. I think it's 10 spaces. So that allows me to talk. I think that allows us to talk back and forth. Correct? If I'm able to go into their, like, they can telepath back to me.
Yes.
So you can speak through your out of range.
Yeah, like it's like 10 spaces. So like I could be within 10 spaces of you, to stay in communication if you need something right away. And I'll have like I'll keep shield. I'm gonna keep. Oh no, that's a 1 space thing. I'll keep a cybolt like readied in my hand. So if I do hear Phoenix like go off, like say something, like call for help, I can immediately just fire a cybolt in a direction that I hope doesn't hit him.
That's the spirit.
And don't feel like you guys need to sacrifice yourself. If you see some stuff going up on here, run. And you can even yell run. Well, I'll do the same. Don't worry. We all need to be together at the very least.
Yeah, I think I might have noticed I'm going to tend to size people up pretty naturally. Like, okay, yeah, I think Phoenix is probably sneakier than I am, but these two big guys probably, I'm feeling like we want Phoenix in front and then give me like a distance where I can still see him further behind. And then our two not as sneaky characters maybe even further back. That way we've got more distance from any sound they might make. And I'm thinking I'll have some of my sort of props from the circus ready to like throw to cause a noise if it seems like Phoenix might have been seen or something.
That makes sense.
Works for me.
Yeah, I like that.
I don't like support him if I can lend him maybe a support in some fashion.
Okay. Okay.
And if I see you guys just running back here as fast as you can, I'm gonna throw a couple of boluses over your head. So duck.
Yeah.
You're tall enough. I won't need
barrels.
a duck. Yogg probably comes up to your hip. I kind of am imagining. So.
I have bad aim.
I don't know. I've seen you use those. You were pretty effective. So
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
So who's doing a thing?
I'll take the charge and start walking toward the town off to the side of the road here, as stealthily
Okay.
as I can and observant as I can.
Okay. Sounds good.
should we try to look for like boarded up buildings or survivor? Because I feel like the only way there's a survivor is if they're like barricaded themselves in, right? Like, what do you guys think? Like, what?
Yeah. Yeah. No.
If there
Check
are
for
survivors, they
survivors.
definitely had to run or hide.
Yeah. So is it even worth looking for survivors? So we just try to find the source.
I mean, this
I
place
feel
has
like
been
if this
abandoned.
turns into a rescue mission, we'll deal with that when it gets there. But it's
Yeah.
usually our duty to protect the weak.
Yeah. Yeah. I agree. Like I don't think we go looking for survivors. If we come across survivors, then I think we could assess it from there. But
You're right. We'll probably at some point have to go loud, and you said there's only a couple intersections, so I imagine if there's anyone alive, they're going to hear commotion and peek out. You're right.
Okay. Okay.
all right, Phoenix.
So
All right,
Phoenix
Phoenix.
is
Good luck.
Thank you.
okay. Phoenix, go ahead and make a stealth check. I will give you advantage because it is foggy and you're crawling along in some high grass and stuff.
Can I roll support? Roll a d8 for him. And assist. I can assist.
I was gonna say if he biffs it the first
I got
time,
a 21.
but thankfully, you don't
Very
have to do any kind of distracting
didn't
or
need it.
anything like that. So you sneak up, kind of along the side. It gets to the point that you're like, you can almost see in there. You see a few more defined figures, and then you're like right at the edge of where you feel like you're safe sneaking up here. But you can actually see just enough after a little while, like standing there and just kind of like peering through the fog. You can decently see something that looks like the center of town. First off, you can actually see most of the village, and it looks something like this.
Oh,
You are seeing, you count 6 like walking, shambling humanoid figures that are very zombie-esque. And then you swear you see what looks to be a dog as well, kind of roaming around. But that's most of what you can see right there. You see the buildings,
Okay.
kind of just off. Like if you keep following the path from, you're at the bottom of this map-ish, right? So you're like, down in this area, a little farther off the map. And towards the top left of the map, you see where the road kind of ends is like where that temple area is as well.
Okay. So it looks like they're covering the majority of the main road there. I'm gonna try and how far away is my telepath friend right now? Can I like relay this information to him?
I'd say he was able to get close enough. Actually, so you can't talk to him. He can talk to you.
Oh, great. I'll just have him in my head in this one-sided conversation.
Yeah. I mean, I've been like, hey, just tell me what you're thinking, and I'll just wait. Can I read? How does that work then? I can only talk to him.
Yep.
So you can't read my
y'all-
You can telepathically communicate with any creature within the space, but they can't necessarily communicate back.
Well, y'all, it's up
does
to you.
Phoenix know sign language? Common sign?
No, he does not. It'd be really helpful right now.
Because Yogg does. I could
You know-
sign.
Draven needs to start teaching everyone common sign too. He knows it.
Yeah, honestly,
Yeah, okay.
that's a brilliant
I
idea.
only get the one sign language, Mark.
Well, I'm gonna just turn back and try and do my most.
Phoenix, if you just wave me up, maybe I could come join you, and then I could, if they move up a little bit, I could sign back to Draven what we see.
Yeah.
I guess there's fog. I don't know if we would be too far to sign. So
But I'll wave you up. I mean, you're pretty tiny. They don't
I'm-
seem to have caught on to me at all yet.
Yeah, I'm sorry. You can see Phoenix just good enough to hand motions and stuff is fine. That makes sense.
okay, yeah, I'll go up and join him then.
Okay.
I should be.
Okay. Kind
Do
of
I
do
need
the
to
same
roll
here.
anything to sneak up closer? Or?
Yeah, if you're gonna actually get up to join him, you're pretty much right at the edge of the village there. So go ahead and roll a stealth check, but you do get advantage as you're sneaking along in the high grass and stuff. There we go.
I needed the advantage.
Nice.
23.
Okay. Very good. So the 23 is definitely enough. So you're able to get right up next to him to the point that you can see everything here on the map too.
Oh, we gotta save the dog.
I don't know about that one, Chief. You see this? See those eyes?
What? Oh, geez, no, don't bet that one.
Yeah, I think it has rabies.
I won't pet that dog.
You guys would be a
Won't pet
little
that
bit
dog.
farther off the map than that actually, but that's, you know, you get the idea.
Okay.
Same.
Maybe we should try to like do something like that
Go all the way
to
around.
avoid
That's
him.
kind of what I was thinking. We could do that as an option.
Or should we? Maybe Phoenix has had a chance to size them up a little bit as we've gotten closer to see how scary we think they are.
They're moving slowly. They seem to be your reminiscent to your average walker type zombies. You know what I mean? So like they're like shambling. They don't look super tough. But you know, zombies can be elusive and more tough than they seem at times. So I don't know.
Should we just go back, or do you have? I don't have a plan.
Yeah, we could go
I haven't
back.
faced
make
these
a plan.
things.
We have a head count of what, 6 zombies and a likely zombified dog. I'm pretty sure we can take them, but we don't want to be weaken ourselves for what might be to come ahead. So we can take that path you suggested. That might be the smarter thing to do, and hopefully
Yeah,
with the
Heard some bad
larger
stories.
party members, we won't be going that route.
Yeah.
But
I think I'd want to sneak back and talk to them.
yeah, let's go back for a second here.
Okay.
Regroup.
Go ahead and make one more stealth check for me at advantage. Both of yous
Dun, dun, dun.
should be fine.
12.
Okay.
1 second, my thing's slow here.
Thank goodness for advantage again.
Right.
I gotta get my low rolls out early. You know,
Okay.
27.
27.
The natural 20.
Very
nice.
nice.
All right, I'll let I'll let the natural 20 carry you there. So there's like a split second where as you're going, Yog, you actually kind of like trip and stumble. And when you do, you kind of like look back and like it's fine. It doesn't seem like any of them notice you. And your next step, you step on a twig and it breaks super loudly. And then Phoenix just kind of like pushes you down onto the into the grass some more. And you guys are like hiding in the grass and you see some of them look in your direction, but you are completely out of sight. So it just takes a second. They mind their business. You make your way back out and you are able to communicate what you've seen. So essentially everyone's seen this.
Perfect.
Thank you, Phoenix.
I got you.
What did
Alright,
you
so
guys
this
see?
is the rundown.
I see you guys like stumbling up.
Yeah, no, we got about 6 zombies and a very scary dog patrolling the central town area. There is a back path we can take. That might be a bit safer for us to get around it.
We don't know the dog is a zombie. It looks like it could just be unwell. We don't know for sure.
You know, that's true.
They seem to have us outnumbered by more than just a little bit. If we do confront them, we
Yeah.
might need to make a trap.
Okay, that's what I was gonna ask. Oban, you've faced these before. Can 4 take on 6 plus dog, or should we try to avoid them and just go to the temple? I think I don't want them, coming from behind if we enter in that building and then we're gonna get swarmed. That's my fear.
Well, I've dealt with the undead before, and usually whenever you kill what made it, it dies too. But I'm not sure if we can kill what made these.
But if we fight them, that might also alert whoever's in that building.
True.
That's my other fear. So
Well, I definitely want them gone, but we need to figure out what's going on too.
maybe we can lure them out of the city and take care of them out here.
I mean, I kind of feel like if we go around them and we make some noise, they're just gonna come up behind us.
Yeah.
Good
Are
point.
you
I think we could take
Are
them
you
out
good at-
fairly easy. We're pretty prepared.
good at digging holes?
I got
Draven?
one good arm. I can dig all kinds of holes. You see this hand? Oh, it's like a sculptor's tool. I can just scoop that dirt out.
Would it be possible to create a pit to throw them into? I could possibly even build some spikes to put at the bottom of it, but it might take some time.
I mean,
Okay.
Involved.
So we get them to come
I-
down the path, a place we wanted them to travel. There's a pit with spikes. I mean, I can disguise people decently well, but maybe I could disguise the top of that. Maybe those skills would translate. I don't know if we need to trick. How much do you need to trick a zombie? How intelligent are these? Do you know?
Right. Last time I encountered them, I didn't see that much intelligence from them, so I'm kind of hoping that they just run straight at the target. But it'd be me eating my words if they were like, "Oh, hole," and then walked around.
So we should at least maybe try to put a covering just in case.
Definitely. They didn't seem smart, but I don't know how stupid they are.
Yog is probably terrible at digging based on my might stat, but disguising might be something I could do. I could put craft some kind of covering on
Great.
top.
Draven can move some dirt. Like his hands are like sculptor's tool, like mason tools. Like that's an ancestry trait. Like he can move dirt like it's no big deal. And he's only got one
It is-
arm, but
Phoenix can help out quite a bit with that too. He's built many an igloo in the past, so a lot of digging in the mountains.
Had to dig a few outhouses myself.
What do you need an outhouse in the jungle for? Can't you just?
I'm not sure why you would need one in the jungle. I've really never been.
That's an ongoing thing. Yogg is convinced that Oban's from the jungle, and regardless of what he says, he still thinks he's from the jungle. Yeah.
You got me with it. That's awesome.
I kind of think this plan's kind of fire. Like, I feel like especially if it's a long, skinny, like, we won't have to get them as a narrow of a path. And if we make it far enough back from the village, they're more likely to come in. You know what I mean? Like, as they chase someone, they're more likely to kind of, I like the idea of getting them away from the village, so that way it's less likely to other things are less likely to be, aggroed or alerted. Plus, then, like Draven said, we don't have them attacking us in the back later. So I do think we need to deal with them first. I agree. And this is hopefully not going to resources.
Can I do a history check and think back to the reports that was done when the party came back about these entities that they encountered, to try to remember what they said about them, like how hard were they to kill, how fast did they move, type of stuff. Like, I know there's something in the reports, like because Draven's a big report type of guy.
Sure.
I just like to do like a history check to see if I can recall anything that might aid us in this.
Okay. Okay. You guys did clash a little bit with some of these guys. So, yeah, that's pretty fun. Go ahead and make a history check, and we'll see. You're gonna get some info regardless, but we'll see how the check goes.
Because Draven remembers that they hit them with something like squarely, and they just got up and kept coming at them. So
okay, yeah.
I think he remembers that they're really hard to put down.
Okay,
but I don't remember. Oh, come on, that was
Okay, so the things that were in the reports were...
what about a help die from Oban? Because Oban was there.
Right? Yeah, actually, that's fine. That makes sense.
That would totally help.
Yeah, I was thinking something like that. And it's going to be a lot of you discussing with Oban, because the reports aren't going to have everything that they encountered necessarily. So that'll be kind of... All right, a little bit more. All right, so that brings it to a 7 altogether. You remember that at least... Oh, man, it's funny. I don't remember some of the exact details, but... I know that radiant damage seemed to impact these creatures more. There was one point where, I'm going to say the exact details as to why wasn't actually discovered, but there was one point where when one of these zombie creatures were put down and thought to be dead, it just stood back up.
And that's what Draven, I think Draven remembers, is that they're really hard to put down.
Yeah, there's something specific about their resilience that you don't necessarily know why, but that was a thing. There was one point where one was dead and stood back up.
Yeah. So Draven's going to be like, like talking this out with them, like, hey, I think I remember from these reports that we're not going to put these down easy. There's something keeping them going. Because Oban, if I remember right, you guys shot one like right in the forehead. It went down and got right back up. And
Indeed.
More of them showed up, and you guys ran at that point.
Which is why I believe if we can't kill them, we might have to. And you never know. If we can do consistent damage, as in a spike straight through its chest being stuck there, maybe it'll die.
I mean, you take the head from anything, it's going to die probably.
If not, we just have a nice buddy head.
Yeah. Can we see, like, is there a house next to us maybe that's an unlocked door that we can maybe entice, and get them all to come into, and we can barricade, have a barricade type ready to barricade them into a house, like right there by like a building?
Unfortunately, the only building that's kind of like on the outskirts of the village that you would think to do that with is the temple.
Okay. Never mind then.
Yogg's got like a cartoon. He's like dreaming about arson right now. Like, ooh, and then you guys like, no, there's no buildings on enemies. He's like, oh yeah.
All right. So do we want to fight them, or do we want to try to trap them?
I think trapping would be the best choice, especially because if they have this tendency to keep coming at us, we could just trap them, keep them there, deal with them later if we need to, and just move on to the temple.
Yeah, it's very likely that when we try to trap them, we'll also have to fight them anyway. I can see
Yeah.
that wolf jumping over a pit.
Then I'll crack my whip and knock it back in and roll a 1. Yeah. So how long do we think it's going to take us to set a trap?
Oban's an efficient builder. You're an efficient digger. That's going to be the most of it. That'll be what would take the most time of the plan for sure. So I would say, honestly, you're both very efficient at what you're doing. I'd say probably no more than a couple hours if things go the way you want them to.
In Phoenix, you said you've done stuff like this before, Phoenix?
Oh yeah, yeah, a lot of.
Yeah, so I
lived
think-
in a remote village and a lot of building, a lot of digging in the snow and stuff.
Oh yeah, so I think especially with the 3 of us, yeah, I think we can do this fairly quickly and not have too much of a delay.
I agree. Okay, so hear me out. Right now, I think this will be fun to wait until you deploy the plan to give me your checks. But what if our checks are, because that'll determine how well the trap was built, kind of. But what if we, let's see. So Oban's gonna be building stuff. You got a skill for that already? Okay, cool. So do whatever that check is.
Sure do.
Draven, you're gonna be digging. You probably don't already have necessarily a skill for that, but I could let it be prime and maybe even at advantage since you're Terraborn and all that.
Yeah, I have I don't know, it wouldn't be because I did like crystal smithing, like crystal sculpting would be blacksmithing, but that wouldn't be it. Never mind.
Right, but since your
Yeah, I'll go
ancestral
prime.
ability to be able to dig efficiently, I said we'll treat that as advantage and have you do your prime stat. And
Okay.
the whole disguising thing's gonna be covering the trap, right, from Yogg. What would you say for a skill for that? Do you already have one? Disguise? Do you want to try to use disguise for that, or trickery?
I'll take trickery if that's an option.
Yeah, I'm cool with trickery. And then Ben, you're pretty much helping dig the hole for the most part, right?
Yeah, I mean, my trades we can use for that would be like tinkering, sculpting, or
Okay.
any of the standard ones.
Okay, we can do that, or we can just make it a help die. I'll let you take your pick.
Oh, I'll just do a help die then.
Okay, cool. Okay, so everyone keep that locked in. Remember your skill, okay? So you spend a couple hours getting this thing ready, like just outside the village. You're like doing it quietly enough. It's not drawing too much attention, but you get it done. And it's like, it's a pit. It's a sizable pit, actually, with several like very thick branches, some even like trees that you cut down that were smaller trees, and you just like staked them in there. And you've got just a little spike pit you made. It's an awesome trap. It's covered over with, a couple of the ropes you have and just like brush to kind of sit on top of that and sticks and stuff, but definitely going to break through when there's pressure applied. The trap is in place. Now what are you doing?
I guess we have to entice them over there.
Yeah,
I need to-
I figured the best thing to do that would just be create a little bit of light. So if anyone can create a fire or illuminate their weapon to be like the beacon in the fog, maybe they could be the bait.
Yeah, I could start a fire.
I could do that with my whip. I have as a spell blade, I can illuminate my whip with a very bright light in a 5. I think it's a 5-space area or something like that.
Could I be hiding off to the side?
Sure. That makes sense.
You want to do that, or you want to do the fire?
Whatever one works, really. I'll probably just be standing next to whoever's doing the light. I would assume you're like on the other side of the hole,
'cause I
or
can-
unless
yeah,
you
I-
got to get closer. I don't know.
Yeah, I could do the light and just kind of whip and also do my whip and create some sound with it. And really get their attention with it.
Yeah, go for it.
Just hey guys, just make sure I don't fall in this pit on my way back while I'm running from these guys.
Yeah, are you a good jumper? You can jump
Yeah, is the pit big enough to jump over for him?
I don't know how
Jump
big.
2 spaces.
Yeah, I'd say so. Yeah. It might be just a little bigger than like one space, like it's a decent sized pit, but you didn't want to be there all day. So yeah, you should be able to jump it.
Yeah. Okay.
Unless you want to lose another limb. We can skip the
Delay.
jumping. No, I'm just kidding.
But let's not put on the ominous music this time.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Yogg
Yep.
off to the side, kind of hiding, I imagine. Probably everyone. You said Oban might stand out by the pit.
I was gonna stand on the other side of the pit, like
Okay.
where Draven would jump over. I'd be on the safe side, just like staring at the zombies. Hopefully, once they're led that way, maybe they'll just be like, "Oh, go here."
Yeah. Okay. How about Phoenix? What does Phoenix want to be doing when this is going down?
Well, if Draven's kind of creating the bait and stuff, I can just hang off to the side with Yogg and have my bow ready in case things go wrong.
Sounds good. So you guys are kind of tucked away behind some bushes, but you can see the plan area, the crime scene. Okay, all right. So Draven is heading a bit closer to the village. You're going to get some attention. You got your whip lit radiantly. How you doing this? What's it look like?
Yeah, so I'm just gonna walk up and just kind of do my little like illuminate my whip, get it all nice and bright, and I'm gonna do a couple cracks and be like, "Hey there, you zombie-looking little freaks! Why don't you go? Well, you want to come get some of this now?" And I'm just gonna start whipping it around, like making some little cracks, and be like, "Come on, doggy, let's go!" Like doing a little whistling. "Come on, let's go, doggy, let's go! Woo pig, woo pig!" And like I'm just calling in the cattle. You know, just like
okay, all right. It doesn't take long. There's a little while there where like the first couple snaps of your whip, really before you even start talking, the nearest zombie creatures look directly at you, and you kind of like have to wait a second to try to get all their attention.
God, I hope they're not.
So you keep doing that. You keep making your noise and racket, and you're like, several of them are getting kind of close to you before you realize you get all of their attention. You see the dog snarl and just kind of like, you know, come around the corner. Is like very visible at this point. And as soon as you're about to turn and run, you realize that this dog just blips from where it is to like 10 feet from you. And then you start running. Go ahead and give me just an agility check.
I'm immediately also going to blink blade as soon as I see that to get myself another 5 foot space.
Awesome. Okay. Add one to your agility check. Yeah.
Agility. Okay.
Like from my vantage, I'm like, okay, he's gonna be, you know, he's like going all out. I'm like, oh, that's a lot. And then like the dog's like, blink.
Yeah,
are we gonna
pretty much.
Would it be agility itself, or you want me to do acrobatics?
If acrobatics is better, I'll allow it. That makes sense.
Yeah, a 15.
Pretty good. We'll even make it 16 because of the extra blink blade step. So basically you are running and like this dog is closing in on you. The rest of you are kind of watching this happen, but you're running back to the pile. The dog specifically is closing in on you like every time you can, like with a step that you hit the ground, you blink blade one more step kind of thing. But this dog is just like slowly teleporting and like catching up to you until you're like right over the hole. And then you jump the hole, and the rest of the zombies are slow to follow, but they are coming through. Okay, does everyone remember their check for building your trap?
Yep.
Okay, go ahead and roll your checks to see how well your trap does.
18 for the spikes.
I did 2 for the help die.
Okay.
22 for the covering.
Very good.
15 for the digging of the pit.
Okay. Alrighty. So that is really good. Okay. That's really good. So Draven, you hardly, like, you're just running, you know, you're doing your thing. Your last blink blade, you take a jump instead of just sprinting, like you just long jump this gap. And it's exactly that time that you notice the dog is about to like teleport itself, but it steps right on the covering. The disguise was perfect. This dog had no idea it wasn't just normal ground. And you notice right away the sticks that were covering it kind of just like crack. This dog meets its demise into the pit before it can teleport further away. And then you pretty much watch as the rest of the zombies that are following you out of the village, it's like they don't even notice that there wasn't a covering over top of it after the dog, and they literally just all kind of just like fall in. There's one issue. There's one zombie at the top that doesn't actually even reach the spikes because of all their bodies. So he's kind of just like almost sticking out of the hole, kind of trying to like, you know, trying to crawl his way back out. What do you guys do?
I'll probably have my glaive on me, just like poking him in the hole. Just like,
oh my gosh. It reminds me of like the tubes you put in like food processors to like keep the food in, push it back in.
yes.
That's pretty much how it is. You're able to keep this thing in the pit and, you know, resituate. It's kind of grody because it worked really well. A lot of these things are just like in there and like die and then kind of like come back to life for a second, and they're still just like stuck in there. Slowly, they all stop moving.
Oh, wow.
Hey.
Nicely done.
Good job, everybody.
Yeah. Good job, everyone.
Hey, y'all, that was a good job disguising that pit. They never even saw it. Good job.
That's a
So I killed the
perfectly
dog,
sized
Jay.
pit.
Yeah.
You killed your favorite animal.
So can we are they close enough for us to do an investigation on them to see if there's anything that we can notice about them that looks different than most undead? Like, can we tell the difference between some of the undead that we've come across back when we were like on like the Lich King type of
Yes.
thing?
Yeah. Go ahead and make an investigation check. I'll tell you the things you notice at a glance, even. Really good.
19.
Yeah, really good. Okay, so let's see here. You notice that there is, these are not exactly just like zombies. All of their decaying features seem to be from like what would be starvation. There's no wounds on them anywhere. And there's like, they have a strange, like, right before they actually just like stopped moving completely, they have a strange, like slight, the air around them kind of just like slightly distorts here and there. There's like shreds of lightning almost occasionally around them. But at a glance, that's pretty much the only difference you'd see between them and your average zombie.
Would they look recently like dead?
I would say they do look kind of recently dead, yeah. Like no more than a week.
Possibly the villagers themselves, maybe.
Yeah.
A lot of them
Okay.
are wearing common clothes, like.
Okay. Yeah, and I'll share that with everyone. Like from what I noticed, to kind of be like, hey, you guys see all that little what looks like little wisp of lightning, coming around them every now and then. Like, there's something strange about these undead. These aren't the regular zombies that we've seen before. They look like they're starved or something. They just been decaying, and they ain't been dead that long. Everyone, like, I'm afraid these might be the villagers here that were turned into these undead.
Well, if it's not the villagers, then we have a random pack of zombies, and that's even scarier.
Yeah, I guess that we'll just start making our way to the. Like, you guys want to make our way to the temple now? Then
Path should be cleared. Like, I don't think all the zombies in here, so.
Yeah, we might want to
Okay.
check maybe some of the houses too, see if there is anyone in there, or maybe dead bodies that didn't turn. But other than that, might as well head right into the church or mausoleum, whatever we're thinking.
do we want to be careful with those houses in case they're dead? Like zombies are inside those houses and they can't get out.
Ooh, yeah, like the first episode of Walking Dead. That's probably a good idea.
A bunch like opens the doors. Is anyone in here?
Jingle the bell, bring out
Draven's
your
like,
dad.
maybe not, maybe don't. Yeah.
Yeah,
I want to be the last
mean,
one
like,
to. Can Yog be the last one to leave the pit? And I just want to like sprinkle some dirt on top of them and do another like holy sign, not for the villagers, but for the dog.
So, well, no, it ain't gonna matter. Actually, so Draven as a spellblade has a flavor feature that I can spend 1 minute focusing my mind to detect the following creature types, and it says specific creature types to detect: aberrations, celestials, elemental, fey, fiend, and undead.
Okay.
Could I maybe go out in the center of that area and just spend a quick minute just seeing what I could sense? Do I sense more undead? Like, would these be the type of undead I would sense, I guess? So,
Interesting. I'd say that if you try that, these do seem the same kind of as your regular undead, but they also seem like they are aberration like. So like it kind of sets off both pings a little bit.
okay. So what I would be doing, I would make a spell check against a mental save
Okay.
to see if I am able to detect anything, is what I would be doing for this.
Okay.
What kind of range do you have on that?
Yeah, that's what I'm
20
running.
spaces.
20 spaces. And you're kind of doing that like right now by the pit, or where are you at? Where you want to be when you do that?
In the center of that area where we just got the zombies out.
Okay, like the actual little village area there.
Yeah, I want
Okay.
to get in the center of the village and just see,
Okay.
am I detecting any more undead in this area that we would have to worry about? That would let us be able, as we're going through, just say, hey, are there any survivors, and not worry about triggering any undead.
Okay, I gotcha. Okay, yeah, go ahead and make the spell check as you guys head back into the heart of the village there, and it does seem that you've cleared it out completely with your trap.
So it's a 16. So it's a mental save against a 16. So I guess they'd
Okay.
have to beat a 16.
I gotcha. Okay, so you do that. You focus, try to sense those other presences there, and you don't get any obvious responses from anything in the village area, whether they saved or you just don't, whether
Okay.
they saved or they're not there.
Then I'll just say, I'll make sure everyone knows. I'll be like, hey guys, I just put a little sense out for it, and I'm not sensing any more undead right now, or these aberrations, whatever these are. we might be pretty safe here to check for any survivors if we want to on the way to the temple. Do you guys want to do that? Just a real quick check.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, let's do a quick search.
Definitely makes a quick reassurance to just look through what we're dealing with here. Hopefully, we'll find somebody or where they were.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys take a look around some of these houses. You would find signs that some of these houses were left like immediately, very rapidly. Like there's food left on tables here and there. You're finding that there's candles that have burned all the way down, and they're just like little slates of melted wax at this point with like wicks dangling there kind of thing. So you find evidence that these places were left relatively in a hurry. You would find even some signs of quote unquote struggle, but it's more so specifically, it seems like people were taken out of their homes in some of them.
I don't like that. I think Yog would pretend like he was looking for survivors, but instead just be looking for valuables.
Fair enough. Go ahead and roll an investigation check for that specifically.
Because he kind of waffles between like super optimist and super pessimistic. And I think in this case, he'd be like, there's no survivors. After I just saw and there's, they're dead. Might as well just take their stuff. Like,
Pretty good with a 19
is Yog
there.
anywhere near Draven?
I'll let you decide that.
roll fate die.
Yeah.
That's up to you, Draven. I wouldn't have particularly avoided you.
But I think we would have spread out. So I would say that Draven's not around you
yeah.
to see any of that. Yeah. Okay.
Fair enough. You take a quick peek around, whether you are attempting to hide it or not. Either way, it ends up hidden for the most part, but you do find some valuables on you, or in the village rather. So I'd say you find some rations first off. That's just whatever, something you're always looking for. But you do find valuables like some jewelry and actual gold here and there. Not a whole lot, unfortunately. This place doesn't have a lot to give, but you do manage to scrounge up about 50 gold. Just kind of looking around, and jewelry that would be worth another 50 gold. If you want to immediately convert, you can, or figure it out later.
I think I would be sneaky, except for the rations. I'd come out and I'd be like eating like, a roll, and like I've got like a lamb leg or something like that. You guys find anyone?
I didn't find anyone, but ain't that? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, just some disturbing sights.
I didn't find anyone, but are you eating a lamb leg?
It's oh no, this is jerky. I think a week old lamb leg would probably be bad by now. So it's just maybe it's like ham. It's some kind of cured ham, actually.
Yeah.
See, there you go.
I'll offer it to Draven.
I'm good. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate it.
I don't think any of the undead touched it, so it's probably fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure it's not transmitted by food. So do you guys want to head to the church?
Yeah, I'm ready.
If they were hungry,
Let's go.
they would have eaten if they.
Yeah, ready. Let's go to the church.
Sorry.
All right. As you guys are deciding to head to the temple area there, pretty much the moment that you're like, yeah, let's do that, and you start making your way towards that end there of the village, you do notice a sound that is just hardly perturbing the silence around you otherwise. And it sounds like the small metal prongs pinging of a music box. And it seems to be coming from the direction of the temple.
Is it a song that we kind of recognize, any of us, or Oban specifically?
Make a fate check. Okay, 12. You do recognize it, but you got to tell me how.
Okay. What type of song is it so far? Like what I'm hearing? Is it like
it sounds like
a lullaby or
it could be
Song of Victory?
Yeah, it could be anything you might find in a average children's music box.
Okay. So then I'm gonna assume it's like this kind of melodic lullaby thing. It's kind of like one of the things I used to hear when I was a kid. So the builders in my clan were really good at building things, just like music boxes. So I feel like that's one of the things that I heard when I was young. Maybe even something I might have built.
Okay.
In the past when I was learning to build.
Okay, 100%. It definitely is that tune, and you recognize it to the T. And on a bit of a side note, let me get a quick trickery or stealth check from Yog. Honestly, that's pretty good. No one's beating that. Okay, later on, I don't want to forget about it, but it's a bit metagamey, so don't worry about it. But if you guys, you will?
Yeah, I'll bring it up.
Okay. Perfect. That's great. Don't forget. Anyway, unrelated. So the music box thing, it is a tune you recognize then, and you've heard it specifically in children's like music box gadgets and toys and things like that before. So there you go. That is that.
And I'll probably just say to everyone around me, like, this is incredibly creepy to hear this song right now. Just looking around at like the fog, the ominousness, like everything. Now it's like, why?
Yeah, fair enough. If you guys otherwise just keep hitting towards the temple, that
Are
noise.
there any like windows to peek through?
There are. There definitely are. As you get a bit closer, you're noticing that there are windows that you could definitely see through a little bit. And also, as you're getting closer, you're noticing that that music box sound keeps getting louder as you're approaching. And it seems like it might even be in the temple. You're hearing it. You hear it better through what you notice. Some of the windows are broken, and you can hear the sound better as you're like closer to those windows. But you are peeking into the temple. And as you do, you see something like this. You see a bit of a horde crouched around a specific area, and then a few
player or a character, I'm more creeped out.
Yeah, and a few other creatures that look a little bit different than those zombies that you've already encountered, kind of scattered through the room instead.
Well, that's not bad.
What? That's not bad? Creepy music
Yeah.
and zombies? Extra creepy looking zombies?
I'm not
Yeah, zoom in on
100%
those
sure,
images.
Yeah,
but
here
I
I'm
think
gonna.
I've seen that one before.
Yes, Oban has encountered
white
each
one.
one of these creatures in the past, actually. So far you've got. I'm gonna do this kind of for the viewers too, but it'll be a little bit annoying for you guys. But so far you've got these ones you've encountered already. They seem to be more your typical zombie sort. You also have these ones that you see are a lot more skeletal, and they actually have more like visible wisps kind of just like floating and lingering off of them. And those ones are actually like holding weapons. Specifically, you're seeing that they're holding bows and they have arrows with them as well. And then you also see, lastly, these ones, which equally have just like wisps kind of floating off of them. And you notice that they're standing in place, but they just violently and rapidly just like twitch, like their bodies almost just like completely displace in time and space for a moment as they're kind of standing there.
I think it's a lot. I think we're going to have to burn down the temple. I don't think there's any hope.
Great minds think alike.
I was honestly thinking that. Let's just burn it.
Is there any? Is this a stone temple, wooden temple? What are we talking?
Anybody got any explosives?
There is some wood in the construction, but mostly on the exterior. It seems to be largely made of stone on the inside of it.
Can I?
No
Are they like
explosives.
in some? Are these zombies in some kind of formation, or they're just lumped together? You said.
So now that you're taking a look at it a little bit more closely, you're realizing that they are just like very just like huddled together, just like touching arm to arm, shoulder to shoulder. And you swear that the music box sound is coming from the middle of them, and they seem to be attentive to it.
So creepy.
Is
Does the
there-
water seem icky? Sorry.
The water seems
No, you're
fine.
good.
I'd say that the fountains that are there aren't actually flowing anymore. But they're there. But the water seems fine. It's very still. It's eerie that you can see a portion of the reflected wall on the other side through the completely still water. Oh, it looks glassy almost.
Where would we like? Which direction would we be at ourselves?
I'd say it's up to you. You're able to
Looking
pretty
in.
much go around the whole thing, and there's windows on the long
Okay.
sides of either side. Entrance to the place would be from the right side. Yep,
So over here.
through like the door, but there's windows everywhere, so it is what it is.
Are there any noticeable or relevant side areas in the temple?
Not really. It's pretty much just the one big building. It's kind of empty, actually. You expected to see possibly some sort of like pews or an altar or something of some sort like that, but it's really just like a big empty place you expect that maybe people used for just like a worship sanctuary or something.
Is it
So
like
this
steps
is like
down in the water?
Say again
Sorry.
about the water?
Steps? Are there like steps down into the water, or is a pool? Like, is it for bathing or is it for like viewing?
Right. It seems to be for viewing and some other like, spiritual purposes. Doesn't necessarily seem like there's no steps to make it accessible. And it's kind of like half walls So yeah, it's kind of just like a
Oh,
lean over,
okay.
you can look at it kind of thing.
Do we know how well water works? Can we like put Oban got holy water, right? Can we like put holy water in it and then like dump them in there? Oh no, wait. Never mind. They told us that holy water probably wouldn't work. I was just thinking of the lightning,
Yeah.
but my
Right.
character wouldn't know about water and lightning, so never mind. Ignore that. It didn't happen.
Fair enough. I see what you're saying.
So this is like again, this is not a big village. This is kind of a small village area, not
Yeah.
really huge. So this is probably just like a 1-story type temple, not like a 2-story type temple.
Correct.
Okay.
I mean, it's a relatively like tall vaulted ceiling ish thing though. Like it's probably like 15 feet tall kind of thing, if that's why you're asking. But it's really just the one big room. Doesn't seem like there's another story anywhere otherwise.
And that's everything we see is what we're seeing right there.
Pretty
Those
much.
guys are archers. Archers.
Along, so there is
Switchy
the
guys.
windows. There's like one big rafter at the top that is holding just like one big chandelier, like right in the middle. But otherwise, everything you're seeing on the map is pretty much what's there.
Well, if there's no immediate action, I might try to start boarding up the door if we want to lock them in. But if we want to get in there, I won't do that.
That sounds loud.
Well,
Oban, you've met these before. Are they attracted to that music box because it's making sound, or because there's something creepy? I'm just so creeped out. Is it because of the music, or is it because it's just a sound that's got their attention? And also, if that's the case, why is it only some of them and not all of them? Everything is wrong about this. I don't like it.
Yeah. Well, from what I can tell, the mindless ones sound just like from our trap. But I'm not sure if this song has to do with anything to it. I'm just hoping there's a little music box at their feet, or maybe one of them ate one. But
Oh,
the other ones look smart enough not to be fooled by your tricks, or at least those simple ones. Like
Right about now, the music box it slows and then stops. And you notice that slowly the horde that was gathered around it starts to kind of just like disperse and not necessarily stay gathered. And you're noticing that after a little while, like they kind of like, they disperse, they do the thing. They just kind of like walk around the temple aimlessly.
okay.
And there's
I have.
wait. Let me
Go
finish.
ahead.
one more thing you see. Where the music box is, you see a very small like tile, essentially, which this place is kind of just like smooth concrete. But you see what you had no idea was there before. The concrete literally just like lifts up in a spot that's like a small tile. And you see one hand reach out and grab the music box, kind of like fiddling around, and then just like rapidly grabs the music box and pulls it back in. And then a little while later, you hear the music box again. The tile opens, the music box is placed outside, and the tile shuts. And they begin to slowly horde back around the sound of the music box.
Okay.
Same
Okay.
spot.
Yeah,
It looked like a normal hand.
it hard to tell, but seemed probably like a normal hand, maybe.
Okay. I wanted to figure out how long that music box lasts. So I want to see, like, now that we see that, we need to see how long that music box goes for, everyone, because I have a potion of invisibility that lets me turn invisible for 3 minutes. And if there's enough time from when it turns off, like if we know how long it goes for the next time it gets wound up again, I can take that potion, go in and have enough timing to grab that box before whatever hand grabs it and wind it up and take that box to another area. Put it in the water. Right now, I also do a quick rest where I change my bound damage type to lightning. I put the music box in the water to attract them to the water, and then I don't know how I do it without becoming uninvisible, but hit that water with lightning damage, unless one of you guys have a lightning bolt or something, and then we can electrocute them in the water to see if that does anything to them. Or
That would
I take
be
the music
cool.
box somewhere else.
That would be really cool, but a lot of these seem to have like lightning surging around them. So I would assume that lightning would do less damage, not more. But
Cold?
hey,
Can we freeze it?
so let's try to think about like why the box is there. Like, why does the person keep doing that? Is it a call to like, mommy, come save me? You know what I mean? Like, why is that box there? Because if you take away like their last hope, they're like, oh man, I'm out of here. Or you just like, they're done. I just want to make sure that they know we're here to save them. So that might have to come in the form of us saying, we're here to save you, revealing our spots and everything. But at the same time, do we want to?
Again, I get 3 minutes. I can telepathy. I don't know why I'm such a hard time with that word. So telepathy under the Cyborg. So I looked it up real quick. Under the Cyborg trait, it says that if you have telepathy, as long as the person you're trying to link with can speak the same language, at least one language as you, they can speak back to you. So if that's the case, again, if I use my potion of invisibility and I can get close enough to there, maybe I can talk to whomever that is within a 3-minute time span, maybe communicate with them and then get back out of there.
Unfortunately, your bow doesn't necessarily have the property to be able to communicate back and forth, but that might be something that you could have upgraded at some point.
Okay.
I have another idea maybe for contacting this individual. So as a level 3 hunter now, I prepared 3 different potions, infusions that I can take. One of which that I have is an ooze gel. And one of the effects is for 10 minutes, I can climb difficult surfaces without needing a check, including upside down on ceilings. And I can squeeze through gaps as small as 2 inches. So I could quite literally sneak in that little tile probably and just see what's going on in there.
Oh, wow.
That's insane.
Like you like a little ooze that would like slime in.
Yeah, just slime in maybe when they bring their hand out or something. I mean, it's 10-minute timer too, so that's a lot of time to like find an opportune moment to get in there. Throwing that idea out there.
Level 3 hunter. Look at that.
I'm a little bit like, if it's an adult, why are they risking their lives every time to keep the zombies coming back there?
Ooh.
Are we assuming it's something that is against, is trying to stay alive? Because it must be taking this risk for a reason. Like a child, I think, yeah.
Didn't mean to interrupt you, but I'm agreeing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah,
it'd be incredibly
I'm
morbid.
It's someone opposed to the zombies, like not on the same team.
Yeah,
because
if it wasn't a child saying "Come help me, mommy," it's a parent saying "Stay hiding." Like I could imagine a parent would constantly have to be the distraction in hopes that their child got away.
That's what I was wondering, if they were doing it on purpose to not like to get them to come to them for some reason.
Are there any also strange? Do we know if there are any tracks away from the temple or town in general? Like, did somebody flee?
You didn't notice any obvious ones on your way in, at least.
So we're thinking we trust the character under the floor right now, though, just from the behavior. At the very least, they don't seem to be on the side of the monsters.
How much time has passed? Like, would the music box have to be reset by this point?
Yeah. So as you guys are kind of like looking everything over and stuff, it may have even reset a couple times as you're discussing what you're doing. It lasts about a minute.
Okay.
It does the same thing every time. We see it do the same thing every time. They disperse, a hand comes out, grabs it, brings it back in, sets it back out.
Yep.
This has been a week since that we estimated the zombies had been zombies.
Yes. And as you're kind of thinking about that, I'd say like maybe the last time that you saw it be reset, there was a bit more of like a pause, but it's pretty much like the thing goes for a minute and then there's about a minute of silence as these things kind of disperse. But maybe the last time there was like 3 minutes of silence and then it was reset kind of thing.
I say we need to talk. I think we really need to talk to whomever that is.
I feel like, if you or Draven could go in, maybe even both guys, to tag team something there. One of you could be a distraction. One of you could be the person who does it to like grab the person. But it would be terribly dangerous for someone to do it alone.
I have a command spell, so maybe I have befriend cantrip. I mean, it's only a one target type of thing though.
Doesn't that have the tagline at the end? They become hostile to you afterwards, or is that D&D?
Yeah, but I can spend an MP. No, I don't have enough. I'm still level 2. If I was level 3, I could spend 2 MP to clear suspicion. But I mean, they'd be hostile to me either way. But I can spend an MP to target 2 of these creatures to make them kind of calm and not want to attack when they come to. I don't know.
Can we take a moment to look for? Okay, I'm just thinking that a space under the floorboards or stones tiles seems weird. It's making me wonder if there's like catacombs or there's something underneath this temple. And so I feel like we should either look for another entrance, or we should look for like other tiles that look like that.
Well, if there was another entrance underground, would whomever that is that's reaching up to get that, just go out that?
It may not be somewhere safe. But we don't know why they're there. But okay, so like also this is like a sanctuary. This is a place they would go for protection. If all of a sudden there's like zombies, would this be a natural location for the villagers to flee?
Yeah, like what I was thinking originally coming in, like, hey, like a holy place would, but it's really not because we see them all in there.
But also,
Maybe
like, why are they
holy.
here? I'm still, yeah.
I'm liking Phoenix's idea of just turning into some ooze, getting in there and talk to the person and find out what's going on.
The ooze drink is like a one-time use, and can you turn it off when you want, or it's not until the time runs out? Because otherwise, they're gonna have like a bunch of ooze pouring in. That might
That'd be
cause
terrifying.
problems. Yeah, Phoenix, how does your ooze potion work?
He's dead. Or muted and didn't realize he's muted. Dang it, he's dead. Ben?
Phoenix already turned it
Are you there? Yep, he's already used.
Can we turn his screen to technical difficulties?
Might need to.
Oh my
Oh.
god, I was muted. Oh my
Okay, all right.
Like
Sorry.
someone responded to I was speaking, I was being interrupted. I'm like, what's going on? Okay. Yeah, so how it works is so it's amorphous and it lasts for 10 minutes. Exactly. There's no way to end it early unless I consume a different potion in which I will get those effects instead, because you can't have the effect stack. You can only spec into 3 of the many options, and so the ones I chose was the ooze one, an elemental infusion, which is kind of cool, and one called Basilisk's Eye, which is like for sensing a marked target. So what I could do is drink the ooze as one of my 3, drop down through the hole, immediately try and drink the infusion one to, calm their fear of a giant ooze creature slipping through their hideout, and see what's going on. And if they're hostile, I could just ooze right back out of there. We'll see. We'll see.
Do you have unlimited sips of that potion? Or do you only get to use it once?
I can prepare with each long rest up to 3, or or up to my prime number. So I have 3. I have 1 of each.
Okay.
I feel like we need to figure out something in case something bad happens, because something bad always happens. So like the 3 of us are prepared for something to go wrong, and he oozes in there, because that does sound really. I can't think of anything better than him oozing in there. But like, what should we be doing? I'm afraid of like dropping stuff on them. I don't know. Now I'm like terrified. There's a whole network of children in there, and like we start dropping stuff, and we're just gonna like murder children. I've already killed a dog today, guys.
What time of day is it right now? Like, is it still kind of early day?
I'd say traveling here took a little bit, but not too long. And then your spike trap thing, it's probably like a little afternoon, like 1 or 2.
So if you can make those concoctions during a long rest, like you got to do a long rest for it, that's a 4-hour time period. Do we wait 4 hours and let you make 2 oozes so you can have an ooze to drink in case something bad, you can just ooze right out?
I mean, if we waited 4 hours, I think I can make. Well, it says during a long rest, you can prepare ingredients for a number of vials equal to your prime modifier. My prime modifier is 3, obviously. And I already have 1 of the ooze ones with me. If we waited 4 hours, we could all ooze in there. I could make 3 more in that time. Which I don't know. That's kind of crazy. Just 3 ooze things just dropped.
My only fear is if someone's been trapped in there for a week and we're already noticing them starting to slow down a little bit.
So it says that the ingredients within the vials are stable and become inert when you take a long rest, at which point you can prepare new ones. So you can't stack them. You can only ever have 3 at one time.
I see, yeah.
Otherwise, that would be cool, because I would ooze up in a heartbeat.
Ooze up.
Kind of new term.
Yeah. I mean, I hate to
don't even
leave
know
people
what I
in
would
there
do.
too.
So I feel like if somebody goes in there, we get a bit more action. We might have to do like 2 or 3 teams. Like one person go in there sneakily, as in like the ooze, see if they can talk to the person. If you can't necessarily ooze out, that's totally cool. Maybe we can just come in and get you guys with like a rescue plan. And I feel like Draven could give you directions with his telepathic bow. We'd be the best communicated we could
They're
be
coming.
as far as
Get out.
starting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I still had the potion of invisibility, so I got 3 minutes of invisibility that I can, like, let's say I give you 5 minutes or whatever. I give you a time period, right, to communicate, figure out whatever, and then I take that potion of invisibility and come in and then communicate, like, hey, if everything is okay, tap the tile 2 times. If everything's not okay, I'll know because you're not
Take out
tapping.
3 fingers. If there's, but it makes you invisible but not silent, though, right?
Herger gave me a potion of invisibility. I'm assuming it does the invisibility. Not if I do anything, I become uninvisible. I'm guessing.
Yeah. Okay.
I also have a potion of speed that doubles your speed for 10 minutes. I'm not sure if that would be helpful at all, but that's what I got.
I have a potion of climbing too that I can take to get me out of the air, to kind of get me up, not out of the archer's range, but I could climb as well.
Could you get invisible and climb and get up on that rafter?
Oh, I could.
You have the sweet bow.
Yeah.
Me and Oban wait at the door. He oozes in from the window. That actually sounds.
So, what if you're Spider-Man? We connect a rope to you, have that rope like outside of the window or something. Me and Yag are the police. You're the one who gets to like Spider-Man down to the tile after we tell them to stop setting the thing, and then you grab Phoenix and hopefully a small child, and you're able to like hoist them out of there.
Oban's strong enough for it.
And with
I
Yag's
got
help,
rope.
I'm sure we can do it.
Yeah. And I've got
like
it to tie together to make a long enough thing of rope.
I got 50 feet.
What keeps them from
Draven
just
has a bow,
coming
but
out
he's also
after
got
us?
1 arm, everyone. Remember that.
Oh, that's true.
Tied around your waist. What tied around your
Yeah.
waist?
Yeah.
But if we're worried about them coming in, I'll just shove my like glaive in the door handles or something, or like wrap it up with one of my boluses. But
Yeah.
I'll try to make
Or-
sure that they can't come at me.
Yeah, I mean, they could potentially be up on the rafter, even like as a worst case scenario. We get them, the
Yeah.
child or whatever, up there. We've got a couple party members maybe taking out the archers or keeping them safe, and then I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this could go
I'm not
bad
sure it's a-
in so many different ways.
I'm not sure it's a child. I'm not sure it's a child.
True.
Yeah, we're hoping it's a
Yeah.
child.
Yeah. Could be a full-blown adult.
Yeah,
Seriously.
one more Oban in there.
Yeah.
Okay, but also
Uh,
like I'm also like what made these creatures come here, and like who's controlling them, and like why are the special ones here but the regular ones are out there? And it
Hmm.
seemed like from what we saw, like maybe they came in and like dragged people out. So like were
Yeah.
they dragged here to be turned into zombies? And then why are there ones under the floorboards making them come to them? The whole situation also is like not just giving me the heebie-jeebies, but also doesn't feel like it makes like I'm missing
Yeah,
an
that's why we said.
element.
That's why Phoenix goes in oozed up, crawls
Yeah.
in, and talks to who's ever down there.
Definitely.
Oh,
And then
I
as long
hate to
as
feel like
you're-
I'm missing an important puzzle piece that we're gonna screw up because we didn't figure something out.
Right.
That makes it fun.
But as
Yeah.
as long as you're oozed up and or invisible when you guys go in,
Yeah.
Rangers.
Because
Probably.
you said it's like what, 15 feet? You said if I was on the chandelier.
Yep. Yeah, the chandelier, I mean, hangs a little ways down. So the chandelier is about 10 feet from the water.
Yeah.
And then the rafter itself's another 5 feet. So like 15 feet to the rafter.
Yeah.
kind of thing.
I could get into invisibility mode, climb up, get on top of that. I'm sure it looks fairly sturdy enough.
Yeah, the rafter itself definitely does. It's like a huge
I think-
wooden beam.
I think the problem we're gonna have is I'm gonna have to make a stealth check. I think that's gonna be the problem we're gonna have. Because invisibility doesn't make me. I don't believe it makes me silent. Does it make me silent?
It doesn't make you silent, but it make you very difficult to pin down at least. even if something
Okay.
is aware
Yeah,
of
they're
you.
shooting- Yeah. They would.
Yeah. Worst case scenario, just toss something in the opposite direction.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, should I try to get on the ceiling? There's no window. There's no like sun skylights. There's no like skylights or anything, right?
No, I'd say it's kind of it's a low angle, slanted, just like terracotta roof, so nothing, no lights, unfortunately, no skylights.
About a 30-degree
Tell you,
pitch.
Yeah.
ooze up. Let Phoenix ooze up. Go in and figure it out.
Makes sense to me.
Game.
I
I'm
want to
game.
put my hands on his shoulders and be like, "This is your moment to shine, Phoenix. You can do this."
I'm down. I'm ready. I've never oozed up before. This is gonna be a great time, I'm sure.
It's so stupid.
This is your first time.
Hey.
It's just
You didn't hear
I'm gonna
that.
wait. I'm gonna wait till you ooze up.
Okay,
Alrighty.
On the line.
you doing this?
Yes, I'm gonna drink my little ooze gel, and oh boy, does it hit!
Yeah. You guys watch Phoenix. He kind of like sips this strange concoction, and you watch like he's just kind of like waiting for a second. He makes a face because it tastes bad. And then you watch his eyes just like roll back into his head, and then his whole body just like collapses, and he just like turns into goop.
I wanna poke him.
It tickles.
Yeah, he's a little
Tickles.
sticky. He's a little sticky. Okay, you're oozed up, brother. Now what?
Alright. I'm all oozed up. I'm thinking I
I'm
will
all
go
oozed
to
up.
the nearest window by that
Okay.
tile,
All right.
and so the moment the music stops, I can rush in there, slip underneath the tile as it's lifted, and
Okay.
introduce myself as the ooze thing.
Okay, perfect. I will say for the most part, you're really not making any noise, but technically you're visible still. So go ahead and give me a stealth check with advantage.
Alrighty.
Can I? Oh, perfect. Perfect.
Very good.
Boy, Phoenix
Okay.
is stealthy.
Yeah, boy. All right. You are able to kind of just like crawl up a wall up to the window, one of the broken windows, and just like slip over the broken glass. And you kind of just like sit in the corner there where the wall meets the floor. It's very cold. The floor is very cold. But you kind of just sit there and you wait. Nothing noticed you when you gooped in. The music box stops. It's silent. The rest of you are kind of watching through the window, and 5 minutes go by. Then the tile opens, and you see the hand again, kind of panicked. The horde has dispersed again. So you see the hand kind of just like come out, panicking a little bit, like reaching around for the thing, and it grabs the music box. And right about now, you see your opportunity to possibly slip in there. So
I take the opportunity.
okay, you slip into this thing. As the hand is like pulling the music box back in, you just hardly make it before the slab actually like shuts. And inside, you find a very just like skinny, stinky man and a small boy that is seemingly unconscious. And they're just like in this, like 5x5 carved out concrete area.
Do they notice me immediately as I've kind of slipped in there, imagine? Or
They should have, but no. First off, the kid does actually seem completely unconscious. So it's really just the guy. And you see him kind of just like holding the music box. He looks exhausted. He's definitely been there for, you estimate, at least the whole week that these creatures have been around. And he's just like just winds the music box really slowly and is preparing to like set it back out there.
I guess I'll just make myself known there. Hi there. How's it going?
Can you talk as an ooze?
Yeah, actually, I mean, it says nothing about me not being able to talk. It says under the ooze gel, the whole description, like there's a hunter's mark thing, and then it's just amorphous body that can climb difficult surfaces without needing to make a check,
Okay.
and can squeeze through gaps. As far as
Okay.
I still retain everything else pretty
Oh,
consistently.
so you can like reform into yourself.
Yeah, I imagine I can kind of
Okay.
form a little
Yeah.
bit of
Okay. I imagine you can too, actually. Okay. Cool.
Even grosser.
So how do you appear to this guy?
I'm gonna try and like be as humanoid as I can.
Okay. Sounds good. I'm going to say for the most part, you can kind of just recollect yourself. It sounds like that's the intent of this, if you want to be able to, or you can flavor it as like you're still ooze, but you're a person shape, and that's kind of funny. Whatever you want.
Yeah, try to be
But-
as most phoenix shaped as I can.
Okay.
Not the character, not the bird.
Right. Right. Okay. I'm gonna say that it takes you a second, but you kind of just like reform, and you notice as you're doing that, this guy like stops winding the thing and just like looks at you, just like completely like, what is that? Until you kind of reform, and he's just like staring at you. He doesn't say anything.
This is a bit bizarre, but I'm here to save you guys. Firstly, can you just tell me what is going on?
Okay. So he is like very shocked. He just like looks at you for a second, and he just like waits and slowly reaches his hand out and just like touches you and like touches your face. And he's like, "You're real. You're real."
Very real.
All right. And you know, like he keeps communicating in like a super hushed tone. Of course, he's like whispering, but he's just like, I don't know. I don't know what to do. This is the only thing I could think of. I can't believe you heard the music box. You know, he's just like tripping over his words here, and he's just like,
Look, I'm with a crew from the Radiant Vanguard. We've heard about the disturbances that have happened here. We've came to check things out, see if there's any people we can help, and I think I just found those people. So I actually, above the tiles, we have a crew waiting with a rope. A big old, very friendly rock guy there will be willing to scoop us up. Is there anything? There's no other way to get out of here, is there? Is it just up through the tile?
"Yeah, that's the only way. I happened to be the first one to make it here. And he's just kind of like, he's trying to just like think through everything that's like happened. He's just been down here, you know, for like a week, and he kind of expresses that. He's just like, "I'm sorry, I gotta collect myself here." He's like, "Yeah, I've been waiting. I was the first one to make it here. When the thing arrived, it pulled everyone out, and it was like it just ate the energy of their being or their spirit or something, and then it kind of imploded on itself." But
The thing that arrived.
well, yeah, it was kind of just like this ball almost, and then every now and then it formed like tentacles, sort of. It was just like this black void, and it had like electricity around it, and the air was shifting in an anomaly. It was just, I don't know what it was.
And who's this boy? Is he still alive right now?
He's like, "Yeah, this is my son Phineas. I don't know. I believe he's still alive, but."
Okay. Right now, did Draven take the invisibility potion yet, or are they still kind of waiting to see what's happening?
How much time do you think would have gone by?
Couple minutes.
Because I was gonna wait about 5 minutes or so before I came in.
Yeah.
Should we hop in a different video chat or something?
Why?
Like put Ben in a different one so we can't know what's happening with him?
Oh, nah. I won't let you metagame too much. It's okay.
Yeah, because I like I said earlier, I was only gonna wait like 5, maybe 10 minutes before going in, like to try to give Phoenix enough time to talk or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd say you can
I was just
ask
trying to think, like-
a couple more things if you want, or we can skip to the 5-minute mark.
No, I just wasn't
We
sure
should've
if he had
told him.
taken it yet. Because I didn't think he did take it. I just kind of forgot what that part of the plan was.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Anyway, well, yeah, he's unseen right now, but it won't be forever. What you could try and do, I think priority 1 is getting this kid up to safety. Unfortunately, I don't know. There's 2 of you down here. They thought it was just one person. So, are you strong enough to fight at all? I mean, I'd probably not imagine.
No.
I didn't think so.
It's like I don't know that I'm strong enough to crawl out of this hole.
Well, the
Oh,
music
we-
box goes
we-
off once or you have that still.
We must get my son out of here. We must get Phineas out of here.
How? What if we threw that box once it was activated across the room? You open up the tile, have your son get hoisted up and out of here, and then you and I can escape through a window. Gather up on the other side for a minute.
We can try it. I need you to take Phineas, though. He has to escape. He has to live.
Oh yeah, I can assure you, we won't let him die. He'll make it out of here.
He looks you dead in the eyes, and he's just like, "I'm holding you to it."
Okay. You're holding my slime right now. It's really kind of sorry about that, but yeah, I can't control that. I guess do you have that box ready? Right. I'm guessing it's probably we're approaching 5 minutes to be in position.
Yeah, I'd say it's about time.
Okay. All right, we're gonna take this box. All right, I'm gonna throw it across the room. We have one shot of this. The moment that goes, we'll let the zombies gather in that direction for a bit. We'll take your son, the strongest
soldier of the Radiant Vanguard. Pick him up. He'll be safe, and then you and I can escape after that. Your son is the priority.
All right. He's just flabbergasted, but he's like, all right, I guess.
All right.
So this whole situation with Draven now, taking the potion.
Okay. Yeah. So while Phoenix has gone in, I think we need to make sure that we have our stuff planned out here correctly. So I guess this is a kind of a time.
Yeah. While they're
back type
talking,
thing.
this is happening, right?
Yeah. Okay, guys. So I'm gonna take this potion. I'm gonna take both these potions. I'm gonna have this rope around me. You're gonna lower me, and then pick me up. But if the chandelier's in the middle of the room, how am I gonna get to that tile over there?
So I assumed we'd stick to the rafters, chandelier, wherever we can. But you have a way to stick to the ceiling, don't you?
I'm thinking I lower the rope down to the hole from the ceiling, and then whenever he opens up that tile and he grabs it, we pull, and I use my momentum to push that rope to the window to swing it. Who's ever on that rope, I swing it.
Totally could. But
And Oban,
have
you
to
grab
get
it.
up
ready
there,
to catch.
Yeah.
He's got his long arms.
So like, I mean, I should
I
be
just
able
figured
to.
the way that you got up there would be the way that you came down.
You mean like, well, I'd have to climb up, right? Like climb up the side to climb up. Yeah.
Yeah, didn't you have a feature that lets you stick to the walls or something?
Yeah, that potion of climbing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Will it last
but what
long
I'm
enough
saying
to do
is,
that?
yeah. Well, I mean, I got 5 minutes. But yeah, but what I'm saying is like I would lower the rope. Like I think we were talking about me being lowered on the rope, but I don't think I would be lowered on the rope.
So I was gonna have you be the like thing that gets lowered down because we're not sure if they're strong enough to grab the rope, and
Yeah.
or when you get raised back up to the ceiling, you could just essentially walk out.
Oops.
I mean, it's only 5 minutes
Oh.
though, so
Is it just the one beam, or is there like a full rafters across the roof?
It's pretty much just the one beam that runs across the middle. I'll give a little bit of a thing here.
yeah. Because like my thing is because I feel like we're coming in from right here, like a window right here, and unless there's something above this area for me to be on, I don't know
Right.
about lowering me. That's why I was saying like I would like I thought I would be lowering the rope down. I think I would be the focal point. Like I would be the focal point for the rope, like as the
Oh.
pulley, the hinge point for the pulley, for Oban to be pulling. Basically, is what I was gonna be. I thought I was gonna be.
Okay.
I should make that transparent.
If you want to do that, absolutely. I just figured we might not need the pulley
Right.
because you could just be the thing that sticks
Yeah.
to the wall once you had to touch it.
The beam
Yeah,
could be
I mean,
the pulley.
if you think we can do that in 5 minutes,
Better hope so.
that's what I'm hoping. Because if we don't have 5 minutes to get that done, then I'm in there with all them things. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna take the potion of invisibility. I'm gonna take the potion of climbing, and then I'm gonna go in through the window and get up to the rafter, and I'm gonna make my way up to this area right about in here where I think the music box is. I'm gonna have the rope. How are we gonna do that rope to where it pulls and you pull?
So if you have it, like let's just say I'm right here outside of the front door or right next to a window, you would be just wrapped over the side of the beam, and then we'd just pull you back.
Oh, so you want me to come in from this side right over here, not come in through the window over here?
It doesn't matter where, as long as your rope keeps you up from the beam.
I understand this, but I think we're not understanding the mechanics of a rope, how long a rope is, and then getting it to come essentially. Where's my?
Yeah, I guess if it gets technical, let's say it's a 50-foot rope, just like it is in D&D, for
Yeah.
for ease of use.
Like that's 50 foot right there, and I have my rope that I'm giving you. So we're gonna tie our ropes together. We know
There you
that.
go. Yeah, sure.
Right. So, but to get the rope in and go over that to lower, I'd have to come in from this direction. I'd have to come in from here to climb and go over to get to there, because I can't come in from here and get the rope to you over there. So I do have to come in through here, which makes it a little bit more difficult.
There's windows
Which is not-
all along here.
Yeah,
could
there's
you
one.
come in
Yep.
like a window here and drape it over across still without going all the way to the front door.
And there's also the old arrow that has rope
Yeah.
connected to it.
Yeah.
I'd say both of those options are. You could do the window on the side situation there or whatever, and that.
Rope is like that.
Yeah,
That
I
area?
think that would be easier if I come in maybe right there. Yeah.
Sure.
Okay.
Maybe from the other
Okay.
side. Wait a minute. Let's think about this. Because these guys are archers, right?
Yeah.
Well, no, we
Yes.
wouldn't know about the tiling. I'm thinking we'd be thinking about archers and the sort of fidgety people.
Yeah. Yeah, that's an archer for sure.
Which one?
So
Which one
Draven
do we want to be
being
closer
in-
to?
I would say the ones that are archers, we want to be farthest away from.
Okay.
And Draven being invisible should hopefully mitigate most of the getting in there part, but that's kind of why I want to have you connected to a so that way we can just yank you the heck out of there, because it's definitely not going to be an easy exit, but it's going to be a little bit easier entrance.
Yeah. Hopefully, while I'm on top of the rafter, I can be unseen still, even once my invisibility goes off. Is what I'm hoping, is that they're not going to be looking up and I'm quiet enough. I will take off. So I don't wear heavy armor anyways.
Mhm.
I don't wear heavy armor anyways, but I wear it's like leather armor. But to mitigate sound and all of that, I will take off my my armor to try to give make myself a little bit quieter. If that would kind of give me advantage on
I
myself.
hear you.
I mean, I know it's
Yeah.
gonna lower my PD.
Right. I would let it. I'd give it a +2 to your stealth if you did that.
Could Yogg
Up
maybe
to you.
convince you to not? But maybe there's some with my history, like in the circus or something. There's some way I'm like, let me tie, tie some cloth in places, and like I could muffle sound a different way instead of you having to get all
I could
Well,
just
I have
make
shield.
noise.
So I have shield as a cantrip, so I can always cast shield on myself to increase my PD 80 and get a +5. I'm good with that.
If
Okay.
Yogg wanted
Okay.
to do that, it could at least be a help action.
Okay.
That's like a reasonable
Yeah.
help action for sure.
Well, it gives me more than a +2.
That's true.
Yeah. You want to do that, Yogg? Okay.
I would, yeah, that would make me feel a lot
Okay.
better. You've already
Yeah,
lost an arm,
yeah.
man.
Right, the spots where your
Yeah.
leather armor might squeak together a little bit. You kind of just like
Yeah.
insulate those areas with a bit of
Okay.
simple fabrics and things to help action. That's reasonable.
Okay. And then the only thing I'll do is like once I get in place, I'll use my telepathy to let Phoenix know that we're there, that I'm in place. So that way he knows I'm in place, and he'll know when we're ready to go.
As a failsafe, do you want me to possibly like barricade the door and make noise by banging on the door if something goes wrong?
I think
See if it works.
I think you should be ready to yank on the rope, right?
Well, that's why I wanted to stand on the front of the building so that I was right in front. But wherever we stand
How
is
about
fine with me.
how about I come over? Oops, I'm on the wrong thing. Is there a way maybe I can be by the door or a window further away or something? Give me a box to stand on or something, and I can be ready to make some noise over there
100%.
and get him
Yeah,
to come after me.
throw some stuff through the window, like throw some things through a window or something on the other side.
Yeah, if I can get a box by a broken window, so
Yeah.
I can chuck something inside without necessarily breaking the window.
Yeah. Yep. I'd say that's definitely doable.
Okay.
You find
yeah.
yourself a
Wherever
little
the spot
a
is.
box, someone's storage box next to their house, and you're like, that'll work, and you go get it real quick. Kind of bring it over to the window.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like you. I like Oban being closer because I think we can double up the rope to increase the chances of us. Like if you got to pull, less chance of a rope break, like a rope breaking type of thing. Like we can double up the rope, especially if I'm going to be having someone with me. I think that increases our chances of success.
Plus, if something goes wrong, we've
Yeah.
got you guys are the two tankiest characters near each other. Makes a lot of sense.
Yeah. Okay. Let's do this.
Okay. All right. So let's establish locations. Where are you entering, and where's the rope being thrown over and stuff?
Also, don't forget that to initiate this, Phoenix was going to throw a music box. And I figured that
Yeah.
would probably be what interrupts this conversation plan. Like, oh crap.
Right. Oh, it's time. That's funny.
So should we start with that then? You throw in the box, other side of the corner of the room.
Because like remember, I was going to wait 5 minutes and go in so I can
Mhm.
tell him that I'm in place. 'Cause
Oh, yeah.
Oh
Phoenix
yeah,
would
you
be
want to
in
get in
on me.
place first.
Yeah, Phoenix would be
Right.
waiting on me, so that way, because the music box only goes for like a minute.
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay. I got you. Okay.
Yeah.
So where do you guys want to be? Do you want to try the window kind of like up to the right there kind of
Yeah.
deal, like you said?
Yeah.
Okay. And then the rope is draped over that way. Draven, you'll be
Yeah.
climbing up to the rafter at that point, kind of bringing the rope with you,
Yeah.
leaving an end with Oban on the outside.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. All right. So, chugging both your potions.
Chugging them both, and I'm ready to go.
Okay. Couple of quick shots. You immediately, like Spider-Man, you get the funky little hairs on your fingertips. No, you are able to. I'm pretty sure that potion specifically was better than just climbing. It was like basically spider climb. When you bought it, I'm pretty sure that's how it was. So very easily, you are able to stick to the walls. You are completely invisible. Go ahead and make a stealth check at advantage since you're invisible and with a help die.
2.
Oh, yeah.
12, 15. So that'd be 12 plus 14, and then that's 7.
Okay. So a lot. 21.
So 21. Yeah.
Okay. That's very good. So you are able to sneak in the window, and in doing so, you've got the rope with you. You kind of just like stick directly along the wall until you think they might start seeing you, and then you basically just start like walking up the wall. And very slowly and carefully, they seem, actually, I guess they'd be spread out for the most part right now, technically, because they do not have the music box to attract them in a specific spot. Oops. So I don't know, they're around, they're scattered, whatever, something like that. All right. And so you come in with the rope, climb the thing, and you are you have the rope with you right now. So that's that.
Yep.
Now, are you doing anything else there still?
No. Right now, I'm gonna just link into Phoenix and just let Phoenix know, hey Phoenix, I'm in position and I'm ready. If everything's okay and you're ready to go, I know you can't speak to me, but I don't see the music box. Chuck that thing when you're ready, and I will drop down. I've only got maybe another couple minutes before all this wears off me, so we got to act quick.
In mid-sentence, when he says act quick, the music box is just tossed as far as it can be away from the door, like lower left, however far I can get it in this direction here.
Okay, I gotcha.
Probably where I'd try to throw it.
That'll be fun. Go ahead and make an attack check for your throw, and we'll just see what happens.
So,
Oh, shoot.
do I have my
Okay.
+4?
Yeah, of course. It's a natural 20 plus 4 for a 24. Okay. Wow, that's cool.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so you toss this music box. So yeah, okay, so Draven's like, so whenever you're ready, we need to act quick. And like, as soon as you say that, this music box comes flying out of this tile. And you watch it just like beautifully, just like you don't even understand how, with the physics of how his wrist was like sticking out of the thing. And he's just like, ugh. But this thing just like perfectly just arches directly over the pool, hits the ground on the other side of the pool, and then slides all the way into the corner. So the music box and the horde begin to gather directly over in the corner,
Nice.
as tightly as possible. We'll say something like that. The music box is like, like right there kind of deal. So they are very focused on that. Now what?
And I would have given, because me and Oban would have already had it established that before I dropped, I was going to give him a 3 tug to let him know I'm dropping down.
Okay. All right.
And then and Oban would also know, because we would establish this already, that on a 2 tug, it is a yank as hard as you can to get me back up.
Emergency.
Yeah. And so I would have done the 3 tug as soon as I saw the music box going. Before they all left away, I would have been in a 3 tug, and I would have just been dropping down with a controlled, drop with Oban holding onto that rope to get down to that
Mission
tile.
Impossible.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I get you. Okay. So there is a rope and an invisible person being slowly just kind of like dropped onto this tile from the rafter.
I wouldn't say slowly. I would say with a purpose. Slowly.
Oh, okay.
not-
All right, I understand. The rest of you can hear the music box. You hear it loudly just like clang against the cement and then slide and the horde slowly makes its way over. Go ahead and make another stealth check as this rope is descending out of thin air.
Am I still doing it at advantage?
I mean,
No, because there's
the
a
music
rope.
box is singing. Oh, okay.
Do I still get the help die for the muffled armor?
You know what? Sure. We'll get a new help die for the muffled armor.
13, 20.
All right, sounds good. So you're able, Oban, what'd you say? Very committed with purpose. This rope is descending from this thing, and you get to the tile, and you're just like floating over the tile like Tom Cruise.
And I'm trying to lift that. I'm like tapping the tile. Like as I'm dropping, I'm
Okay.
telling Phoenix, I'm here. I am here.
Okay.
Right? So he hears me.
It's time.
But I don't have to do anything. As I'm going, I'm here.
Okay.
Open up.
Okay.
Phoenix opens up. At this point, he just takes the whole tile, kind of slides it off. 'Cause,
Right.
You know. And then he quickly asks Draven, "I got a starving kid and a starving guy. Can you take both right now?"
Hand him to me, and I'm just gonna have both. I'm gonna have my one arm.
There you go.
Let me give it to
But
an invisible.
Draven's a big dude. Draven's a big dude.
He's a big
take
guy. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen, I hear you. If you can take both of them, everything's going to be harder if you take them both. But you can do it.
You want to take both of them?
I'm doing it.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh my. All right.
This you can't see him right now, but the best soldier in the Radiant Vanguard is above us. He's gonna pick you guys up and take you safe.
How much time do we
Can't see right
have?
now.
How much time do we have?
It's not just a dangling rope or anything.
I'd say, right. Yeah. No. I'd say you
That's a
have.
knight right there.
You've got a couple.
We have,
You've got a few
seconds,
minutes still.
probably, like we have like probably seconds though to like get this.
Oh, to
figured
do
out.
this quickly without being noticed, for sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
The music box
And I'm
too.
just gonna, when Phoenix tells me that hey, there's a dad and a son, and can you take both? I'll be like, I can take both, but it's gonna be difficult. Like,
Right.
are we doing this or not? Phoenix,
Oh God, on me now.
do it. I want to do it. I want to try to take both. Are we doing it?
I will
think we can
say
do it.
the guy,
Let's do it.
the
But
guy
I
that's
guess
awake is encouraging you strongly to take his kid, not him.
You know what? I'm just giving you a little boy. All right.
I can do them both. Come on, let's go. And I'm gonna reach out my one good arm.
Wow, the guy's like, what? Can't even see you. All right.
The first two members of
strong
the
arm,
Radiant
yeah.
Vanguard is an ooze guy and an invisible thing.
Just a rope.
I forgot you can't even see me reaching my arm out.
Yeah, that's
They can't
hilarious.
see.
And so, all right. If you're sticking with both, we can do that. We'll go. You have both. And go ahead and give me an athletics check to hold them as Oban would pull you back up, I imagine, right?
Okay.
Definitely.
And Oban, go ahead.
With me having this spider, the climbing, everything clings to me really well. Is that an
Oh,
advantage on this?
You know what?
Because
Yeah,
everything
sure.
clings to me.
Sure.
Okay.
In this instance, I'm sure there's plenty of ways that could be abused. But in this instance, I'm down with it for sure. And Oban, go ahead and make an athletics check as well to pull Draven and some dudes up with you.
Oh, that's not good.
I was gonna say you
Oh,
don't
that's
want
not
to
good.
rely
That
on me
hurts me.
for a roll, man.
Oh, that hurts me.
Athletics check though for me is +7.
Okay. All right. You begin. You got a hold of them, and at first you're like, we got this. We can do this. Oban, you start pulling the rope up, and you're doing pretty good. It's not bad. You're like, okay, this is pretty consistent. It's coming through here.
Yeah.
Draven, the first, like as you get about halfway up, and then there's one spot where the rope kind of gets caught on the beam above you. And so like the consistency of the pull is broken for just a mere second. And you drop the unconscious kid. Phoenix, you see this kid falling out of your arms towards the cement. What are you guys doing?
Wait. I would have had the kid. Like,
Okay. All right.
Cool.
but hey, if that's who I'm dropping, that's who I'm dropping. Okay.
Well,
You only have one arm, so I would assume the father, the only one who is conscious, be wrapped around your gut or something. So you would have to hold the kid. So that would be the only one you could drop.
Yeah. I dropped the kid. Oh man.
so the kid is falling. You have a moment to react. What are you guys doing? I guess it'd be
I'm
pretty
going-
much specifically Phoenix or Draven, maybe. What do you guys think?
Please tell me this doesn't feel like a two-tug.
I see the kid about to fall, and I immediately slide over in total slime form to cushion the fall as best I can.
I'm immediately grabbing the rope and 3 tugging to let Oban know he's got to let me down, because the 3 tug the 3 tug was to let me down, and I'm immediately like 1 2 3, like I'm a 3 tug as he's pulling to let him know let me down.
Okay. All right. So Phoenix, what are you doing? You said you're kind of trying to position yourself to cushion the blow.
Yep, to be right underneath and hold my hands out,
Okay. Sounds good. I'm gonna say that you are able to do that. The kid's literally falling. You can just go out there and do that. But in doing so, you're gonna take 1 bludgeoning damage of the kid just straight up hitting you. And secondly, I need you to make a stealth check real quick.
Okay.
And I want to because I told Oban to just let me go, like give me the slack.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm thinking in my head at this point is I just need to grab this kid and I'm just gonna scoop him up, is what I'm thinking, and I'm just gonna make a run. I'm gonna make a run for that wall, and then try to just sprint up the wall as far as I can to throw the kid and to try to get them out the window.
Interesting. Okay. I see what you're saying.
Is what I'm gonna try to do at this point, rather than try to go up, because I know I've caused the commotion at this point, and I'm just trying to just take the rope, whatever. I take the rope out of. Hopefully, Oban knows that I gave him a three tug and just to let go.
I mean, I imagine Oban can probably kind of see through the window anyway. Realistically, I mean, I guess we haven't really accounted for that, but I imagine he can kind of see what's happening a little bit. He can't necessarily see you, so the tugs are still helpful. But okay. I get you. Okay,
I'd give you slack, but I wouldn't let you go.
Right. Okay. So Phoenix, you are able to kind of like, you quickly like almost like fall out of the little underground area there onto the next tile. The kid lands directly on you. You take the 1 bludgeoning damage of the kid hitting you, but it's surprisingly quiet. The one thing is, let's see, who hasn't rolled anything in a while? Yogg, you haven't rolled anything in a while. Give me a fate check to see if the dad can keep it together when this is happening.
Oh, I'm covering my eyes.
Oh,
18.
Good.
So you see this father opens his mouth like he's gonna like yell, but literally just like air comes out. He's literally too exhausted to put forth his voice in a yelling, fashion. The kid lands on Phoenix, who's like half goop form, and he's like holding the kid. But otherwise, if you'd be, Oban would start lowering Draven back down towards the ground now. And I'd say you kind of like get to the point that you're at the ground. You can like touch the ground.
Can part of the my fate roll be that because he hasn't like spoken in a week, other than like maybe a few hushed whispers, he can't even like make a sound? Like it's
yes, right.
Yeah, like I said, I'm just gonna try to scoop the kid up and make a dash for the window to get the, and like I'm gonna obviously have the dad with me still.
Yeah.
Because by that point he probably would have tried to let go of me.
Right.
But I'm gonna try to scoop up the kid, and hope the dad's like right there with me. And I'm focused on the kid. That's who I'm focused on.
Okay. That makes sense.
And I'm gonna try to make my way to the window. And like I said, I'm just gonna try to run up as best I can, just run up the window and try to get the kid out. Like I'm not trying to get out. I'm just trying to get up and.
Okay, so you reach the ground. Oban, you feel that there's like a sudden amount of like, whoa, I'm being pulled. Like Draven is like on the ground and like basically trying to just like crawl on the ground to like let go of me kind of thing. Enough that I imagine you'd probably pick up what's going on. Like he wants to move. And so I'd say you're able to grab the kid. I mean, there's so much commotion happening. Like there's no way that the ones that aren't distracted by the music box aren't seeing you guys at some point here. But I'm gonna say you are 100% able, before they notice you guys, you can run the kid over to the window, up the wall, and kind of get him out the window. And then you look back, and at this point, all 4 of the other creatures are definitely looking directly at you as you kind of like look back, and they're just like staring at you. So now what?
Yogg, were you there to catch the unconscious child being thrown out a window?
What?
Was someone there to catch an unconscious child being thrown out a window?
You probably were. I imagine you'd probably send him your way.
Yeah, did he run to your window?
Yeah, I was running to where Oban was.
That makes sense. Okay. So yes, I'm gonna say you are able to extract the kid. The dad cannot climb out the window himself, so he's having a hard time, but you kind of like turn around. Like I said, you're seeing them noticing you now at this point. So there we go. So Phoenix is in the room. Here, let me.
Phoenix is still like right here, right?
Yeah.
What is Phoenix doing?
Yeah, here, let me get people on the map here too.
Well, I reckon I'll probably just be running toward the same window that you'd be going, and so we can all maybe just make a quick getaway. We haven't communicated.
You're in
any of
ooze
that.
form, right?
Yeah, it's probably going to be running out pretty soon though, because it's a 10-minute timer. There was like the 5 minutes or so underground and drinking it to get to the window, so it's probably going to be running low soon. I don't know.
We probably got like a minute or two left on both of our potions.
I'd say so.
I mean, honestly, any second now, and that music box is stopping.
Is the father did the father stay with me, or did he stay back? Did he even?
I would say he probably went wherever his kid went. Yeah, I'd say he probably followed you. He's probably like right next to you here. Let me, I don't know, give him a little token too, I guess.
Okay.
Sample token. There we go. That's the guy. Don't worry about the eyes and the creepy hood.
It's very menacing.
Draven's gonna try to save the father. I mean, that's just what he's gonna do.
Okay. I mean, that makes sense. I did see I saw your message, Homer. If whenever you want to pull the trigger on that too, feel free. But yeah, okay. So the guy's pretty much like right next to you. You see him kind of like heading towards the window, and you know that he can hardly move, honestly. So yeah, you pretty much like scoop him up, and as you're like heading over towards the window with him to finish this thing off, probably this guy is a little bit closer. This archer guy is definitely trained on you, and he's going to shoot an arrow in your direction.
I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay.
On the father.
Okay.
It's gonna cast shield on.
Okay, that sounds good. Go ahead and make a spell check.
That's just what Draven would do. Draven, if there's someone else for Henry, he's gonna protect them.
That's fair. And this is the thing that will resolve right now, and then we'll see what happens. So go ahead and make a spell check, actually. 15. Okay. 15, solid. 15. It is exactly enough. This arrow is flying in your direction. And you kind of hear the arrow leave the quiver. You don't even see it happen, or the arrow leave the bowstring. You hear the bowstring snap. You don't even see it happen, but you know that sound. And like instinctively, you reach your hand up, cast shield, and you're like anticipating an arrow just like slamming into your back, but instead you see it hit just like this barrier of air around the guy, and it would have just straight up like went through his chest kind of thing. And the arrow just kind of like clinks off, and you're able to kind of get him out the window. Now it's go time, y'all. So we can handle this rapid resolution with skill checks, or we can get in the initiative order, and I'll let you take your pick.
I still have a child in my hands.
That's true.
And a dad and a father coming out the window.
Right.
It's a good thing Oban's got long arms.
Right.
I feel like we don't have much to gain and a lot to lose from fighting these guys right now.
Yeah.
Music box stops for the record.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I have any. I don't know if I have any spider climb left in my potion time left at all. Like I don't even know if there's any left. But if I get the father out, I'm going to take a quick look I want to look to see where Phoenix is at, to make sure Phoenix is good. Because I'm not leaving without making sure Phoenix is going to be good.
That makes sense. You definitely do still have spider climb for a couple minutes still.
Well, I'm going to be probably headed toward the exact same window that we've been tossing everyone else out of.
Okay.
To, get out
basically
of there.
Trying to escape. Okay. Now, Homer, what are you doing? You just kind of wait it out? Or you?
No, I think Yog is throwing a Molotov cocktail over here with the middle of this group.
Sounds good. It's like pretty much you hear commotion, and then you hear the music box stop, and you're like, well, the horde's only going to stay a horde for so long. So basically you bust the doors open, and you see them still gathered in the corner, but they're like just now starting to kind of like look away from just like the circle that they were in. So let's do a attack check for Yog. Phoenix, go ahead and give me an agility, physical check, athletics or acrobatics. And then Draven, what do you want to be doing specifically?
For me, I would just be, and I'd be doing acrobatics to try to get. I'd be using my acrobatics to try to get out of there. My agility.
Okay. So you're also dipping out of there. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Go ahead and hit me with that check as well. Okay, y'all got.
You still could choose through athletics or acrobatics.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, that's not good.
11. It's
Oh.
not. It's not great. All right, a 9. Also not great. All right. So the good news is Yog's Molotov cocktail lands in the heart of this. Like it literally lands on this middle guy over here in the corner, right? And immediately, all of those zombies are just like engulfed in flames. Every one of them are on fire now. So that's good.
It's burning 2, by the way, in case you.
Okay, sounds good. Honestly, they'll start to kind of like disperse and they're going to start to like freak out on fire. Some of them,
Okay.
they're just kind of like scattering about, right? And then it is not long before all of them hit the ground and are just burning and not moving.
Wow.
However, unfortunately, Draven, you look back to Phoenix. You like make it to the window, but you look back to Phoenix, make sure he's good. He takes an arrow straight in the butt. Just like boom,
Ouch.
butt cheek arrow. And that is going to be 1 piercing damage, unfortunately, Phoenix.
Ow.
And that brief moment you're distracted and you're like, oh no, you take an arrow straight to the butt cheek.
Just jumped up and bit me in the butt.
So both of you
Wait,
take 1
no.
piercing damage,
Under
but
Shrek.
you
Would
you
I
are-
be able to? Would I be able to use my returning shock though? Because I like a trigger for that is me taking damage.
Yes. As long as the range makes sense and stuff. These guys are
15 spaces.
then yeah.
Yeah.
Actually,
So-
yes. The nearest archer is within 15 spaces.
Yeah.
Either of them are. So yeah. For sure.
So as soon as I feel that, I would use my returning shock, which just says I make a spell check versus the PD of the creature that did the damage to me.
Okay, yeah.
And
Go
they
ahead and
would
do
take
that real
3.
quick.
Only problem is they take 3 lightning damage. I don't know if that's going to do anything to these guys.
Oh, you're about to find out.
15.
Okay. So you send three lightning damage worth of a bolt directly back at the archer that shot you. And you watch this thing just kind of like just, its body's contorted, like it got tased for a second, and then it hits the ground and just kind of like twitches a little bit and stops moving.
How about that?
Okay.
Now I need to roll a d20.
And then
He-
By the way-
he does stop moving completely.
I don't know. Do I take with PDR? Do I still take piercing damage with?
1
PDR 1.
reduction or resistance.
So reduction is
Reduction.
by 1. Resistance is half.
Yeah, PDR is reduction, so you would not
Yeah.
take the damage.
Okay.
So that's all good. Also, you guys do manage after that. I mean, it's pretty much those 2 shots. They both hit you, but after that, you have enough time to escape out the window, along with the guy. So we'll get his creepy token out of here too. So you guys are out the window. It's really just the two twitchy ones and the 2 archers that are in this temple. As you're escaping the temple, like you step out the window, you look back, and just like in the blank space of this window, there's nothing. You look back into the window, there's nothing there, and then there is instantly one of the creatures that were like the twitchy ones. They're just like perched up in that empty window, just kind of looking at you guys. But you're all outside. So now what do you do?
I think our goal should be taking this child to safety. Probably going out to the town square because that was clear last time we were there. Hopefully these things decide not to make chase. I don't know. That's my thought process.
Can I shoot it in the face?
You could
Can I-
definitely try if you want to make a check for it real quick.
I was gonna say I was gonna
Or the back of the face. 14. You actually miss.
use command.
Okay.
I'm not going to stop running. Just
I was gonna use command and command it to attack one of its friends,
Okay. Go ahead.
which would be a
Well,
what is that,
okay. So,
could I?
Yog, you shoot, and when you do, the arrow does kind of go wide, just hardly. Honestly, we'll even say that the thing, like, just kind of like very briefly, just like relocates its body, and then kind of like just dodges the arrow. And immediately after you do that, it has like a split second where it's going to reach out to the nearest person at the window, which in theory would probably be Phoenix. So it's gonna target Phoenix with a little bit of an attack of its own real quick in rebuttal to being shot at with the
All right.
arrow. Oh my gosh.
Oh no.
Does 22
I'm
hit
so
your
sorry.
PD?
Yeah, I think it does. Let me see what's my PD exactly.
Is Phoenix near me? I can do shield. I can cast shield as a reaction. Is he like 1 space from me?
Yeah. Does that help you?
I mean,
It add
it'd be a heavy
5.
hit at 19. Oh yeah, no, it would definitely prevent it from being heavy.
Okay, so it's just normal hit. Okay, you'll take 1 damage as this thing just kind of bludgeoning damage, as this thing basically just like punches you with like the fastest, most lightweight punch you've ever been punched with. It's like an insane amount of force for this creature that's way too small to have hit that hard, kind of thing.
Oh my gosh.
But otherwise, you guys are, you know, like it's pretty much just that one at the window. But you know that there was at least one more of those creatures. So now that that whole thing's resolved, what are you guys doing? Good fire.
Yeah, if that thing is still there, I'm gonna cast command on it and tell it to
Okay.
go attack its friend, and then try to get and then tell her and then like try that would buy us time to get out of there to run away.
Okay, I gotcha. Give me a spell check.
And it's gonna be a spell check versus a charisma save.
Okay,
13. God, I hope you rolled lower than a 13.
natural 1.
Nice.
So with that hard of a fail, he like the second you say that, you're like look into this thing's just like black empty eyes and command it to go, just like go away, go attack your friend. It doesn't even like change where it's looking or anything. It literally just like gone. You have a split second.
Okay,
and
guys,
you guys
we
are
need to
able
go.
to, yeah. So you're able to book it. Heading back to where are you going?
I imagine back to the town.
I'm
So we've been
scratching
there
my I'm triggering my tattoo for Ozzy to send an Emberwing to get Ozzy.
Okay,
Is what I'm doing
okay.
with
I
my
getcha.
little nub. Like I'm reaching over my nub and like trying to.
yeah, sounds good. All right. Okay. So you guys are basically, you're booking it as a group there, and you're carrying the guy, probably Oban, maybe. Oban's carrying the guy, and Draven's carrying the kid, maybe. I'm not sure, something like that. But
Yeah.
you are collectively just like booking it towards the village. You see in the distance, way off in the distance, from the direction you came from, the direction of Enza, you see the shadow of Ozzy coming just like from the sky. And you have to run a little bit past the village before you're like actually going to be safe from running away from these guys, but you're able to do that. You see Ozzy kind of just like coming in front of you, and as he's landing, you kind of like turn around and you see especially the 2 twitchy guys are just like rapidly just like teleporting around trying to like catch up to you guys. And as you're looking back, you see just like this big plume of just like blue fire just like decimate them. And then Ozzy lands and he's just like, are there more?
Oh, Ozzy, I'm so glad you got that message so quickly.
I don't see it anymore. Unless you want to go for the hole.
The hole, he looks over. Yeah, the hole's kind of like just a little in front of him kind of thing. He just like looks over and he's just like, oh, he's like, I see.
Were there more at the graveyard though?
100% yes.
Then I would be like, yes, over by the graveyard.
Okay. And for a brief moment, he's like, well, I wouldn't normally be able to do this. But he kind of just like wanders over there. And you guys just see like a flash of blue light in the distance, basically. And then he just like flies up and lands kind of next to you again. And he's just like, there are no more.
I love Ozzy.
Well done.
Glad to see you, Ozzy.
Yeah.
Ozzy, you are a lifesaver. You think you can get us out of here? We got some people we need to get back to Enza so we can get them healed up and get some help so we can figure out what's going on here.
Well, we'd better be on our way. And he just kind of brings you up on to his saddle. You know, no issue.
Would I
I'd
be
say,
able
like,
to go ahead?
Fly slow because we got the injured.
Understood.
Would I be able to give a health potion to the dad because he's looking kind of weak to try to give him, buff him up a little bit, or a ration, I guess, like what, like a ration
sure,
or a
sure,
health
sure.
potion, whatever I think would.
Some
Yeah,
water
yeah.
for the unconscious kid, maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Yeah.
the second you like hand the potion towards him, he just like stops you and he's just like, "What is it?"
Oh, it's something to give you a little bit of a little go-go juice, like a little HP, if you will, a little back in your step.
He's just like he's cooked, like he's just like laying down. He can hardly move. He's like, "No, stop." He's like, he just points at his kid. He's like, "No, Phineas,
Oh, I got enough for one for each of you.
him first."
And then so I will give Phineas a tier 1. Well, actually, it's a tier 1 gas potion is what I have left. So I
Oh,
would just,
interesting. Yeah, so you can just like break it right there, and
yeah, so I would just break it right there and heal them both. For what is it, 2 HP?
yeah, But yeah, that makes sense. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
Yeah.
That's
so
what it's for.
that's all I have left is my gas one. So I would just bust it and be like, hey, don't worry, I got both of you. And I would just
Okay.
break it open right there by both of them.
Okay.
Heal Phoenix's butt too, right? Like that would.
Yeah, honestly, if you're all like in the same spot, yeah, it's gonna hook you all up with 2 HP should you need it. So yeah, awesome. So you do that. The guy, naturally is just kind of like inhales it, and he's just like, whoa, he just like kind of comes back to for a second. You see his eyes, like the glaze over his eyes kind of fades, and then he like quickly gets up and like goes over to his kid and just kind of like holds him. Now he's got a bit of strength, and then the kid's eyes open. They just look at each other, and they just hug each other. And then they realize that they're like flying in the air and kind of panic a little bit. But they're like, look back at you and just like, thank you. The guy's just like, thank you so much. And he kind of like starts crying a little bit. And he's like, I didn't think there was any hope.
And that's what we do here at the Radiant Vanguard.
Can you kind of fill us in on what happened? Like what's going on? Like
Yes.
how are you and your kid the only 2 survivors that we were able to find? Can you fill us in?
Well, unfortunately, I live at the house closest to the temple, and I saw the thing when it arrived. I grabbed Phineas and left. We're the only 2 we have, so I didn't want to risk it. I'm sure you want to know about the creature that made this happen. And unfortunately, I don't know. I don't know what it was. It was, like I said, it was just this strange, like it was like a black hole almost. And it somehow it pulled people out of their homes. Some that were already outside everything was pulled to it, and it seemed to just eat their essence and their energy as a whole. And then it seemed unstable and it just imploded. It was gone as fast as it came, but no one was, well, I guess you saw them. Everyone turned into what they were.
Did you by chance hear anything? Was it saying something? Was it calling?
Now
Like
that
a
you mention
message?
it did seem to say, and he kind of just like thinks for a second. He's like holding his head, and he's like, it said one word. What was the word? He's like thinking it through.
I know it well.
And he's like, it said consume.
Draven's gonna look at Oban, and I'm just gonna be like, hey, Mr. Oban, is that the same thing?
Yes, the only thing it is able to say, as far as I'm concerned. And it does it very, very well. I've speculated that maybe that's its primal urges. Maybe it doesn't even understand what it's doing other than consuming. I don't even know where it came from.
And then I'll just look at I'll look at the man again. I'll be like, and what's your kid's name again?
Phineas.
How old is Phineas?
He's 8.
And what did you do here by chance? Were you like just a regular old like merchant, or are you a particular skills?
I helped run a shop. My name's Elias. I helped my dad run a shop for quite a while. He didn't make it, but I know how to run a shop. There at the end, I did most of it.
Anyone else got any questions for the?
I don't really have too many questions, guys. I might ask them if they have anywhere to go after this. If not, we can try to set them up somewhere in Enza, or maybe a different outpost that we've been rebuilding. But other than that, I feel like we are the ones with the information, not them.
Yeah.
I think I would reverse pickpocket maybe like 50 gold back onto there between him and the sun. Like I would come like once we land, not while we're on the dragon. I'm not comfortable enough to do, but like once we're on the ground, to come and like pat him on the shoulder, like it's gonna be okay, And like while I'm doing that, I'm like slipping little coins or like little pouches of coins all over their person.
Yeah, and as you do that, like he definitely doesn't see it coming, and he's just like, I hate to tell you this, halfling, but it's not okay. It's already not okay, but I appreciate it.
Don't feel weighed down. I know you probably feel a little bit heavier right now, but fuck, if you check your pockets, you'll find a reason to keep going on.
Yeah, you already kind of like walk past him, and he's just like weighed down. You see him kind of check himself, and he's just like, he just looks up, he just smiles, and he's just like.
There's like one in his shoe too, so it's like uncomfortable as you go to walk, and you have to like stop and take his shoe off to get it out.
It's like, wait, hold on, how did you even do that? Well, you guys do make it back to Enza.
Nice.
At least for the moment, the Vanguard can watch out for these guys. They've gotten pretty used to and comfortable with this concept of finding places for people that you bring in. So, and it's good.
Yeah, we bring home the strays.
Yeah, it's good. It works out. You bring back good people, and they find a place for them in the society that is the rebuilding Enza. So so far it's working. But yeah.
So what we know is the entity showed up. The entity consumed a village of people, and whomever wasn't consumed was basically turned into these undead-like creatures that aren't quite undead, but like aberrations. We know that radiant energy is effective, but we also know that lightning as well was kind of effective.
At least it's not resistant.
Yeah, at least damage him.
Okay. Well, we're learning some more stuff about them.
After
I think if we're like chatting for a minute as we go, I'm gonna like call you guys out and be like, "What? These horrible things happened to these people, and you went and you looted their houses, and you'll notice that there's jewelry in your pockets, 10 gold pieces worth in each of your pockets." And I'm gonna be like, just like pretending like I'm so horrified that you guys would do that.
Yeah, that's when he rolled like a 22 stealth check earlier for no reason. So he did it. He managed to do it. I don't know what to tell you.
I don't ever turn my pockets over. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Shoving them in
I
closer.
Yeah, I like walk up and be like, "Look right here!" Like open your pocket. I'm like, "There's a necklace right there." Before you can even see, I'm like, "There's a necklace in your pocket."
That's awesome.
After a
okay.
bit
No, that was
more,
good. Oh wow, that was good.
Yeah, after a bit more briefing with that guy before we wrapped up completely. After a bit more briefing with him and talking with maybe some more of the Vanguard people, this seems like an instance where a different type of Reaper showed up at a place out of nowhere. And for whatever reason, this specific Reaper sought the energy of people. And they don't always do that. Sometimes they'll like destroy buildings. They're so far extremely unpredictable. And now you know they can come in multiple forms, because this one was just like a ball with tentacles or something. Tendrils rather, whatever. So they can come in different forms. They have different motivations, but they're always consuming one way or another, whether they understand why or not. So that's what you can determine.
Nice.
I have a question for my hunter with his bestiary.
Yeah, what's
thing. So it says like, if you have seen a creature and been able to journal about it, you have advantage on checks made to learn or recall information about that type of creature.
Yeah.
And then with the level 3 thing, there's another flavor feature that's added to that. Where I'm a master at hunting monsters. If I have 3 entries of creatures with the same creature type in the hunter's thing, would all 3 different types of those creatures be considered within the same thing? So would I have advantage for any other of these types of creatures in the future for like knowledge, recall, and stuff?
I would say so, yeah. I would say these ones are weird and a bit of a hybrid. So these are like 3 different creatures of the undead and aberration type. Technically 4, because the wolf dog thing too.
That's cool.
And who knows what you missed in the graveyard? Only Ozzy.
Oh yeah, Ozzy had some fun with that, I'm sure.
Yeah, and I wouldn't normally do that. It was mainly for time. Ozzy's not going to help you in the future. He can't extract info. It's a loophole, okay?
The Ember Wings were from what I recall when we joined the Radiant Vanguard was that we could send messages. I didn't expect Ozzy to attack anyone. I just thought he was going to come in, just maybe help swoop us up.
No. I know.
Yeah.
No, that's all good.
I won't try to cheese that part no more. But that seemed like a quick exit we needed, and the only thing I could, the tattoo that you guys talked about with the Emberwing to send a message back. So yeah,
Ozzy didn't want to have you guys come home having failed the mission of clearing out the village. So that wouldn't work either. He's like, I'll take care of it.
Ozzy's looking out for you.
Yeah.
Ozzy's a good friend.
He's looking out for Oban. That's what it was. Oban was the head of the mission, So he's like, oh, don't want a bad rep on my boy Oban.
Is that cultist still in the Radiant Vanguard that we brought back? Because I did keep Ozzy from eating him. Maybe I just bring him to Ozzy now as a thank you.
That's true. That's certainly an option. That's an interesting question, because if he had any opportunity, he would have offed himself, honestly.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I guess I'll bring you something good to eat. Don't worry about it, Ozzy. I'll bring you a nice big fat cow or something.
Of course, Ozzy is very gracious.
Yeah. You know what? I am going to actually spend. I don't know what a cow would cost. I'm going to assume a cow is going to cost like maybe 100 gold or something, maybe, or
Sure.
200 gold.
I'd say about 100. Why not? That sounds about right.
I'm going to give 100 gold to one of the stable
more.
people where Ozzy's at,
Mm-hmm.
and be like, "Hey, go find Ozzy a nice big fat cow for him to eat, and or a fat hog, one of the two, and just whatever you can get him. He saved our life back there, and I want to get him a nice meal for what he did. And I was going to give someone the 100 gold to go get that for him."
Okay, there's like a stable hand that's specifically, like got like animals and stuff, and he's like, all right, you mean like the one like these? And you literally see him, he just like has literally just like a field of like cows, sheep, like a bunch of animals, and he's just like, yeah, these are for him, but normally we only do pieces at a time. It's like a whole cow's gonna cost a lot of money, and then you actually like have the 100 gold, and he's like, all right, I'll do it. Immediately just like leads a cow over, and yeah, Ozzy makes quick work of that, and he's just like, I won't tell.
Thanks, Ozzy. You're a good friend for coming and getting us like that, and helping out Mr. so he don't get in trouble for us failing a mission.
Yes, don't tell Anya that I helped at the mission either.
I'll make sure I leave that out of my after action report.
Perfect.
No, that was great. That was awesome.
Might have learned something new about these splash potions too. It may not have to be a thing, but we use the splash potion in the air while riding a dragon. So that means it has to be the densest air possible. So it's like the boron gas. So it like hits the ground as soon as you throw.
I thought about that, and I was like, yeah, that's okay.
But it could
have happened while we were waiting, like, because we had to wait a moment when the dragon flew over to the graveyard. So maybe we did it on the ground first.
Yeah, maybe something like that.
Also, we hadn't taken off yet. We hadn't really taken off yet. We were just still sitting there.
Yeah,
and
you're still talking.
And I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it before we get going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You told Ozzy to take it easy. We got injured on board, so like he didn't.
Yep.
He chilled out.
We're flying low to the ground, real slow. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, cool.
Do we get paid, or by Oban, or who's paying us for this?
You do get paid. You get paid. There is a lot of stuff going on in the local region because of a couple of Titans being reawakened. So trade routes are low. Income is low. Unfortunately, you each only make 400 gold for this mission.
Not terrible.
I'll take it. It's pretty broke right now, so this helps.
But that's that. Don't forget to keep track of what Yogg reverse pickpocketed do too.
Thank you.
But anyway, good game, y'all. That was fun.
Definitely.
Yeah. Awesome.
Cool plans. They went pretty well, honestly. Like all the intricate plans went pretty well. The trap was amazing. That worked perfectly. The whole rope situation still worked pretty good, all things considered.
Yeah. It was a great idea. If we would have just rolled good, that would have been so awesome if we would have just rolled good.
Still wasn't bad though.
Yeah,
it was pretty fun.
I love the ooze.
Ooze gel. Yeah.
That's wild.
Feature.
When I was like looking through, because there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 options, and I'm only allowed to pick 3 of them. So when I was looking through them, I was like trying to find ones that could be sort of niche. I have one specifically for combat, and then the other 2 are for more like niche kind of things that I selected. But yeah, no, ooze gel I was pretty excited to find a way to use that.
Heck yeah. That's outside the box thinking for sure.
Yeah. That I can see that coming in handy a lot of times.
Yeah.
I agree.
But,
Yeah, I was like, how are we going to communicate and figure this out? And you're just like, I mean, I could turn into ooze and just go in there. What?
Oh, of course. Why didn't we think of that?
Like, I have this little potion that's a solution to all of our problems.
Right. It's like the D&D movie where it's like magic. He's like freaking out about magic. He's like, magic isn't a solution for everything. And then he just, like literally does something immediately after. It's like, oh yeah, okay, I guess so. Guess it is.
Have you guys seen that TV show? It's a Seth MacFarlane